We are live right now. Oh, yes, we are.
And then I told her I will not snort coke off your husband's wiener. I just won't do it unless there's 100. Oh, we're on. That's weird.
Yeah, but then you did it and you finished like a champion.
Yeah, well, with $100 on the line, you're gonna snort some cocaine off a cock. I mean, it's just gonna happen.
It's very true. That's what you got to do.
You stroke it to the east, you stroke it to the west, you stroke it to the woman that you love the best. I be stroking. Dude, have you ever listened to that song?
Yeah, I love that song.
Dude, it's the funniest. He's like, he goes, have you ever made love on the back seat of a car? He goes, let me tell you what. I remember this one time I was making love on the back seat of a car and a police officer came and shined his light on me and I said, I be stroking. That's what I was doing.
I've been stroking. That's a great song, dude. It's a classic song. Hey, what's the first song you ever remember hearing in your entire life?
Dude, I swear to God, the first song that pops up in my head when somebody, like, if there's some question like that, which I'm asked daily, is you're giving me nothing but shattered dreams, shattered. Yeah, that's what, like, for some reason, I think it was just my bully childhood. But yeah, if like I just remember like driving around in Mark's white Cavalier and fucking him jamming on that song because
the first song I remember, dude, it was. Do you remember that song that's like, I can't dance, I can't walk.
Yeah.
Only thing about me is the way I talk.
Genesis.
Oh, is that who that was? That was the first song I ever like learned and like listened to and was like, I like music now. I like it. That's a
badass song. And then I always like that. And I remember going to Daddy's, and for some reason, when I was over there visiting, he always, I don't know why this song was always on, but it was like, I'm the one who wants to be with you. And I remember watching it with those guys with long hair. They're trying to be all sexy. That one dude playing the tambourine. I was like, dude, you don't do anything else but play the fucking tambourine.
I think the first song I was ever like in love with was I think it was like it was in a Schwarzenegger movie or something like that. Whatever it was Take It Back, Jack. How's that song go? You know what I'm talking about, right?
Hit the road, Jack.
Yeah, that's what.
And don't you come back? No, that's Ray Charles.
Oh, okay. See, I love that song. Yeah. The first time I heard it, I was like, "This is some good stuff right here." Anyways, how are you?
He goes, she said, "Hit the." He goes, "What'd you say?" Hit the road. That sounds like my grandfather when my mom says, "Get out." He said, "What'd you say?"
How are you doing, chat? You sexual son of a guns. See, I didn't curse because we're still within a minute. I think we crossed the minute line. We're good. I think we made it this time.
Well, we did talk about
cocaine
and cock.
Yeah, but maybe they don't have like filters for those. I don't know. We'll see tomorrow if it's demonetized or not. We'll know. We'll know if we can say cock, shit, balls, whatever we want.
Yeah, Aaron Anderson said that song blows.
Hey, that's none of those songs we just mentioned blows. I don't know what you're talking about, but those are all effing classics, sir.
That's a good mix. That's a good road mix.
Yeah,
if you're gonna go, from Kentucky to Vegas and go some road mix songs, I like that.
I would do that. I would do that in a heartbeat.
See, but you don't listen to Shattered Dreams until you're on your way back from the casino losing
true.
Everything.
That's or hey that's now, how you work. Hey now, the dream is over.
Yeah, that one's a good one too.
There's nothing like going to a casino, man. Like you're all jazzed up. You're like, yeah, dude, we're going to the casino. This is gonna be awesome. And then like the ride back, you're all just like, can you stop at Taco Bell?
Yeah, dude, it's the worst. Yeah, if you got like $500 and you're gonna blow it all in one slot machine, she's like, dude, that motherfucker's gonna hit. I know it. It's a progressive. It only gets so high, and that bitch is gonna crack. And then you're hitting it, and nothing happens, and you're down to like $25. You're like, how did? Like, I feel like that one dude in The Patriot goes, how did it come to this? Farmers and pitchforks. I was like, I gotta save whatever's left of my dignity and balls, and I picked those up off the floor and the $25, and I pocket it. I'm like, yeah, let's go to goddamn a buffet. Fuck this.
The worst is when I went to Vegas for the first time this past year and like didn't really have the extra funds to go. It wasn't a planned trip. Like Katie went on a business trip there and I got to tag along, but I spent all day there at like I didn't like it's not that I didn't have any money, you know what I mean? But I didn't have enough money to like be gambling and shit. So that was hard because I did a little bit of gambling. And when you don't have the money to gamble, everything hurts. Like every swipe hurts a little bit more. Man, the beers are like $12, you know?
Yeah, dude. Sometimes, I mean, in your case, like this male prostitution just doesn't pay out the dividends like it used to.
I got to get out there in the streets.
Yeah, I know it. You gotta hit them hard. Yeah, dude. I always got lucky at first though. When I went to the casino, I would get like I hit that one for $2,700 the first time I went up to the boat.
Yeah.
And then the next time I went out, it was like 1,800. But I thought I broke the fucking machine when I hit that 2,700 because I'd never been to the casino in my life, and like I was just clicking the fucking button, and I didn't know what to do. And then it stopped rolling because I hit a double, triple, and then another thing.
Yeah.
And I was clicking it like that, dude. And I was getting ready to fucking run because I thought I broke it, and I didn't want to be responsible for having to pay for it. And then Big Dad was like sitting right. He's like, "God damn it, you fucking won, son! Holy shit!" He goes, he's like, "Sit right there." And then all these gawkers like came by and they were like, "How much is that, brother? How much you win?" I was like, "Get off! I don't know." and then they would like reach over my shoulder and they were like, "Well, son, now you got to double a diamond here and you got to multiply." Oh, Jesus Christ, you won $2,700. That's pretty special. I'm like, "Yes, mine."
Yeah, dude, like, that would be. I don't mean this. I mean no disrespect. But if you had walked away from that because you were afraid you broke it and like left $3,000 there, that would be the most you story I've ever heard in my fucking life. Like,
I almost
totally
did it.
Seems like something you would do,
dude. I was literally getting ready to break to the right and fucking run. Like I was gonna head right toward the bar and act like I didn't even see that machine because the light was going off, dude. Because I'm used to playing arcades and shit, so I didn't know. I thought because I wasn't paying attention. Like I was looking around. And I just kept clicking the button, and I thought I'd broke it. Like I thought I clicked it too hard or broke the screen. And I was gonna dart and then someone say, "Hey, that machine's broke." I was like, I don't know who the fuck did that. Somebody got mad and smashed it with their fucking fist.
I never won more than $300 at a casino, and that was the first machine I ever touched. And then like I went to the casino with like $250. I won like $350 the first machine I touched, and then me and Katie played the Wheel of Fortune game, where if you win, you get to spin the wheel, and it lands on anything from $10 to $1,000. It's addicting, dude. And I kept going, like I kept hitting the spins, and I'm like, we got to keep putting these 20s in. We got to keep putting these 20s in. Never fucking hit it, man. Never hit the $1,000, and walked out of that bitch with like $20 after
dude,
all that.
The Wheel of Fortune is such a cock tease because it really does. It'll say, final offer. And it'll go, it'll be like $50. You're like, God, yes, okay. And then then you get greedy. It'll say first offer, and it'll be like $75. Like, please give me another spin, bitch.
There's nothing like hitting the spin button. Like I know gambling is fun because you hit the button, it's like and all those sounds. But the spinny thing just had me, dude. It had me like I was ready to gamble. I was ready to walk away when it was time to walk away. But I did not prepare for the fucking Wheel of Fortune addiction. That was
dude. I think it's fun as fuck until you start losing, and then you hate everybody, and you don't want anybody to have a good time. Like I went up there before, and I'm like, dude, I just want to go home. And like I think Cody was doing pretty good. He was like, dude, no, I mean this is good. I was like, dude, whatever. Like you're not even good at the game. You're not even good at the slots. Okay, you just pick the most random, obvious ones that aren't gonna break. This sucks.
Yeah, I play on
Dad
field.
Was like, Dad be like, here's 100. So I'm like, all right, well, that's good. I'm going to have a good time now. Let's do it.
Jason Dyer, thanks, buddy. He says, serious question. If Jamie Lee Curtis would have reprised her role in Halloween 4, would the franchise be better or worse today? Whiskey, pizza rolls, and poo-tang rule. And they do. Those are three good things. Order. Absolutely.
In that order.
I'm happy she didn't reprise her role in 4. I'm going to say it's better off that she didn't because we've got enough Jamie Lee Curtis movies, you know?
I like that Halloween 4 had its own direction. I'm not saying, and besides that, Jamie Lee Curtis, I think the story was over at Halloween 2 as far as like her particular story. I know they followed up with it at H2O, but if it had happened, we never would have got the amazing performance that Danielle Harris did and the amazing script that Halloween 4 was. Yeah. I'm not saying it would have been better or worse. I'm just saying like I wanted that extra storyline. Yeah, because I did dig the niece storyline.
Yeah, I think Laurie's been done to death. I'm happy that she came back for this one because they needed that extra juice for people to take it seriously. So I am happy she came back, but I am done with the storyline. Blood Red Sky says I got reconstructive hole surgery. Pray.
Is that real?
I don't know what that is, bro. But
I don't either.
God damn, I really do. That sounds painful.
You're like what kind of hole? Your butthole, your mouth hole? Like what's your details?
And honestly, no matter which hole it is, that sounds scary. And if you're being serious, then our thoughts go to you. All positive vibes go to you today, my friend.
Did you hear about that one lady, that Chinese actors? I can't say her name, dude. Fucking crazy. There's pictures of it online, and I didn't want to see it, and then it just popped up, and I'm like, oh, dude, she was having like plastic surgery, just like a normal nose job. Dude, they fucked up, and the tip of her fucking nose is rotting off, and you see it. It's like she's gonna look like Skeletor in a couple more days. dude. Like,
Why?
you see it, and she started. Well, I don't know. They botched the surgery, but dude, like this part of her nose, like you know that movie Clown, where that part of his nose is all fucked up when he's trying to take off the nose.
Oh yeah.
It's all black, like it's dying. Her fucking nose is dying.
I don't like that.
She's probably gonna breathe better than anybody else though once it's gone.
Was she trying to get plastic surgery?
Yeah, she was trying to get a nose job.
Oh, that sucks.
I know. And I didn't want to see the picture. Yes, she did. She got that fucking Snake Mountain Masters of the Universe special. Skeletor.
She absolutely got nose surgery.
But dude, it's fuck. I didn't think they'd show the picture because I saw it trending on Google and I clicked it because I don't know why I just did because I was trying to click all the things that were trending.
Yeah.
And it was like a picture of her fucking side comparison and then her looking straight at the camera. I was like, that's goddamn nasty.
I don't like that, Richard. That makes me happy to know that I'll never undergo plastic surgery. You know what I mean? The thing that always confused me was the dudes who get like calf implants. I'm like, seriously, dude, like just wear pants. Wear pants.
Well, man. I don't know if I think I was assuming that maybe it was just a vanity kind of nose surgery. I didn't read the article, but it could have been some kind of birth defect that she was trying to fix.
Yeah,
if it was that really sucks. But if it was something like vanity, then I'm like, oh well.
Yeah, I mean, it still sucks. That still sucks that happened to you, but you do feel less bad, right? I mean, you can't help it.
Well, I mean, yeah. If like Michael Jackson's by the end of the fucking whole thing, if his nose fell off, from what I understand, like dude, he looked like an alien with his nose. I did like Michael Jackson's music, but let's be honest, like he had a problem with cutting himself up. That was like a fucking mental disorder.
Haddonfield 1988 says Hugh Jackman's nose is rotting off too. I've never noticed. I always thought he looks like a handsome, smiling man.
Hugh Jackman. Well, yeah, but I wouldn't imagine that's from surgery. That might just be some kind of like disease or something. Maybe he has some kind of problem. I don't know.
I never noticed his nose even look weird. Speaking of which,
that's all that fucking yelling he did as Wolverine. First all his capillaries.
Speaking of which, though, as far as the what we watched this week segment of the show goes, I watched for the first time ever The Greatest Showman. Have you seen that? The musical with him in it?
Nope.
Dude, I hate musicals. Like, I hate them. I can't stand them. I feel, even when Disney movies go into, like, their sing-songy shit, I get uncomfortable, and I feel like people are looking at me. I don't like musicals at all. I just hate them. Love that movie, dude. The girls were watching it in the bedroom, and I just went in there, and I was like, no, I'm not watching this. You're watching a musical. And I sat down, like, let me get some popcorn, though. And then 2 hours later, I was, like, crying and shit. I was like, this movie is fucking amazing, man.
Dude, I watched one... I guess technically Grease would be a musical. I like Grease. I even like Grease too. West Side Story is good, but the one that I was surprised that I actually liked was I mean, it's not like I would bring it up at a fucking get together or a kegger and be like, you guys should watch this. It's the greatest. But was Mamma Mia. I kind of liked it.
Yeah, I've seen parts of that one. I don't mind it just because Pierce Brosnan's, dangerous chest.
Yeah, and I kind of enjoyed the song Mamma Mia. Here we go. I was like, yeah, it's got to catch you. I'm not gonna fucking like sing along with it, but it's kind of got me tapping a foot
inside you. Inside.
I know.
Latrell 316 says, "Yeah, I'm hoping they kill Lori off." Me too, man. I know that sounds mean. No offense, but I'm just over it. I'm done with it. Trauma. Speaking of Halloween, sorry, go ahead. What were you gonna say?
No, I was gonna say we've actually been kind of under attack in some of the comments about that because we both have ranted and raved about why Jamie Lee Curtis doesn't need to be a part of the franchise anymore as far as moving forward with the future. And it's not like it's because we don't like the character. It's just the fact that character has been literally played more than Courtney Love's vagina. Like it's stretched out and all over the place and it's getting nasty. So you got to move on.
Yeah, I agree with you. That was the perfect way.
I'll bet Kurt Cobain wished he had done the same.
Yeah,
that murdering skank.
Hey, Kurt Cobain would be alive today touring with the Foo Fighters if he'd left that lady. I'll tell you that right now.
Hey, Courtney's in here, by the way. He wants to know, we counting tonight? No, man, we're not tonight.
Just a good old fashioned haberdashery.
We're gonna be counting the people that leave the room.
But I'd say not next week, but the week after will probably be a nice sweet spot to hit back into the Friday night fights. Next week, I got my 4-year-old's birthday party. We probably won't have a stream Friday night, but we will have a video to make up for it that will come out that same night. We will be back Wednesday of this week, though. But yeah, probably won't stream next week because of people's schedules. We had to have the party that night. But I will say this.
What?
I like to get naked and punch myself in the knee.
Well, who doesn't, stupid? This is America.
Feels good. I like the way it feels. But no, tonight we got some movie news. We got Halloween Kills. Well, not Halloween Kills, but a possible Halloween game that we'll talk about here in just a second. Some fun movie news. We're going to tour. We are going to take a virtual tour together of Joe Pesci's mansion that's for sale. It's going to blow your fucking mind. And then
I like it.
we're going to have a little Super Bowl party together. But don't worry, if you don't like football, you don't have to like football to enjoy our Super Bowl party. We're going to talk about food. We're going to talk about who would play like Tom Brady and shit, like in a movie. We're going to talk about the best football movies of all time. We're not going to get deep. We are going to make some predictions. We'll let you guys make your predictions for the game, but that's as football as it'll get because we know some of you guys don't like football, and that's okay. I don't like girls. You know?
That's obvious. No, dude. Yeah, I'm not that like skilled with the football knowledge either. Like literally, I can name you almost every player on the New York Giants from 1991. That's as far as my. I mean, I used to play them all the time at Tecmo, so I'm not really caught up on the more current football. But I still like football. So.
You're interested enough though. Like you're gonna watch the game, right? You're gonna watch the Super Bowl and
I'm gonna watch Super Bowl.
Partake in the. Yeah, it's gonna be a good time, man. The only reason I'm watching is because I just want to see the Buccaneers get their fucking faces stomped in. We'll talk about that when we get to the Super Bowl part of the show. Brandon Barry, thanks, buddy. He says favorite Christopher Plummer movie. Yeah, rest in peace, Christopher Plummer. He died today at the age of 91 years old.
Well, he lived up there.
Yeah, he was around for a while, dude.
Christopher Plummer.
He was in so much shit, you know. Let's look at the old IMDb here and see if we can pick a favorite. He was in a lot of stuff, but he wasn't really a lot in our type of movies that much, even though he was a fantastic actor.
Clinton Kittlestein. I'm probably saying that wrong. Jay's gonna watch for the commercials. Well, who the fuck would? That's the best part. Like, let's not deny it, okay? I mean, especially I have no stake in the Super Bowl. Neither one are on my team, so I really don't give a shit. I hope it's a close game, but because of that, I've got no pressure on me, and I just want to see awesome commercials, bruh. While getting drunk and like yelling and hooting at the TV when they run in for the big old TD.
The Super Bowl is fun, man, because like you get into the commercials, the halftime, even though 90% of the time it's somebody you wouldn't even listen to. The Weeknd's got some dope tunes though. I'm semi excited.
The Weeknd's good.
Yeah.
The Black. I love that Black Panther song.
Yeah. I like the first song that he came out with the best. Was it like,
the cocaine?
I don't remember.
No. Dude, you know what I was listening to the other day, and I hadn't remembered this in a long time. I had the Blade soundtrack album, and I played it for you before. It was from Mystical, and he's on the Blade soundtrack album, and he goes slicing and dicing with the edge of the blade. Blade. He goes, I'm dirty. I get all the way down the garbage, but memorize it. Take a picture. I don't give a fuck. And dude, at the very beginning, I forgot how rap songs used to do that. He was like, I got something to say. I got something to tell you. He goes, I'm different. He's like, crazy? No, I ain't crazy. It's just weird. Like,
I remember that song.
Dude. I liked it.
Dude,
they never played it during the Blade movie.
Christopher Plummer's list it's so fucking long. I mean, he was in Star Trek, The Undiscovered Country as Chang. He was in Malcolm X as Chaplain Gill. He was in Wolf. He was in Dolores Claiborne. He was in 12 Monkeys. He was in Star Trek, Starfleet Academy. Well, that's a video game. He was in The Insider. He was in Dracula 2000, which is weird that he was in that movie. A Beautiful Mind. He was Dr. Rosen in A Beautiful Mind. He was in National Treasure. It's hard to pick a favorite, dude. He had so many weird roles in so many movies. He was in Priest. Wasn't he in Judge Dredd? No. I was thinking of the other dude that I was looking at the other day.
It's really hard to say.
I'm just gonna go Knives Out, just because I know nobody's gonna say that because it's so new. But A Beautiful Mind, and he had a good role in that too. Just a great actor, man.
Somebody asked me what song was it. I don't know who asked that. I think that song by is it's Blade. I think it's Edge of the Blade or something. If you look up Blade and look up Mystical on the soundtrack, I think it's the number one track. It's the first track.
Yeah. I was thinking today, dude, I cannot wait to hear Scream 5 soundtrack. Their soundtracks are always so different and eclectic.
Yeah.
I love every single Scream soundtrack, even though like at least 30% of the songs are absolute garbage. I even end up liking the garbage songs. But
oh, you like that band?
Garbage. I'm only happy when it rains. Donna M says, "What did you two do for your 21st birthdays?" Oh,
I don't remember a goddamn thing.
Didn't we just?
I don't remember.
Party at your house for your 21st birthday?
Yeah, I think I just drank and got drunk as fuck. I don't remember much of the evening, but I don't remember much of last night's evening either. So
I don't think you wanted to go anywhere for your 21st. I think we hung out.
No,
at your house.
I was still under the impression like that every bar that we went to was going to turn into a goddamn roadhouse with Patrick Swayze and the other fucking dude. And I mean, I was gonna have to defend myself and wear like tight Wranglers with a belt buckle and know how to do karate, because this big redneck's gonna attack me for no reason. I don't know. I felt like I was gonna get picked on for no reason. I was gonna sit down at a bar and someone was gonna like pick on me, like, "You sitting in my seat, boy.
Yeah.
You better be moving before I fucking crack you wide open like this beer bottle." I'm like, yeah, and then somebody would be like, it'd be a big issue, and then I'd be embarrassed and I'd leave crying. I don't know. I just thought like everybody was gonna have bar fights.
Yeah, it took us a long time to get you to go to the bar, but the first bar we ever went to was that Friends and Company. It was like a rip off of B-Dubs. And I think it was my birthday. I made you. I was like, "It's my birthday. You gotta fucking go." And we had a good time.
Yeah.
And then you were like,
"Well,
this is great." And then we had so much fun.
Then the road to alcoholism really began. No, what's funny is what it was my brother had because I was always talking to him, Mike and Cody, and they were talking me, they go to these bars and like something happened or they got into a confrontation or whatever, and I'm like, "Oh well, fuck all this. I'm not." Like, this sounds crazy. This sounds like I need a road gang to go into these bars. Like it sounded like Sons of Anarchy before the show was on. And then Cody told me this one story. He was like, "Yeah, dude, we were sitting at this bar, and this guy, he came over and he asked my girlfriend to move, and she said no. And then she said, I was like, 'Katie, let's go now. Let's go.' And she was like, 'All right, well, fuck you then,' to the big guy. And Cody was like, 'Dude,' I was like, 'Oh my God.' And then the guy was like, 'Fuck you, bitch.' And then as soon as he said that, dude, I cold cocked him right in his fucking jaw, and he went down. Like, he went out. And then he's like, I just grabbed her real quick and ran. I was like, see, that's what I'm talking about, man. If he'd call my girl a bitch, it's like, she absolutely is, sir. And that's exactly how you talk to him. Let's get out of here, bitch."
Yeah, dude. I think you always heard the worst stories from us going out because, it's not like you tell a story like, "Hey, man, crazy time the other night. We went out, we had fun, no one got in a fight. We didn't drink too much. No one threw up. Nothing went wrong. Awesome time." You're like, "Cool story." Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, you never hear those stories.
But I would have rather had those stories because then I would have been like, it's time. It's safe for me to come out.
Yeah. Yeah. We had some.
I want the happy stories.
But I think on my 21st birthday, I went out and my sister and her boyfriend came along and went to a bar. I'd already been to bars a lot. There was a college bar that would let me go and drink. So I think the better story is not my 21st birthday, but the better story was the first time I ever went to a bar. I worked at H.H. Gregg, and we worked in the warehouse. We would just unload people's TVs and carry ranges from like stoves and shit and move them around. Made like $8.50 an hour, but a lot of cool dudes that worked there, and they got me into the campus pub over on UK.
Oh, like Richmond?
No,
UK.
Yeah, in Lexington, and I had a great time. I got really trash, and there was this one guy that worked there with us, and he was like a super hard ass, like kind of redneck dude, and like dead serious, really good guy deep down in his heart, but not one to toil with. And I got really drunk, and there was always this little Chinese lady who walked around with roses when everybody would get drunk.
Oh yeah, I remember her. Yeah,
she would just show up at different bars selling roses for $5 to drunk people.
Fucking idea. She was like Santa Claus, dude. She appeared in 100 places at once on Saturday evenings or Friday evenings. Yeah. She'd be at the karaoke bar, and then she'd be across town like that. She had the fucking flash powers. This is sorcery. This is the work of gypsies.
Dude, I'm telling you, fucking entrepreneurship at its finest. That lady she had to make a fucking killing, because no matter where you were, you turn around, everything gets blurry, and all of a sudden this tiny little Chinese lady's like, "You buy a rose for your girlfriend?"
Dude,
you're like, yeah, I will.
I remember her because I didn't even want the goddamn thing. I was like, no, thank you. And she's like, "No, you have. And I'm like, I don't, but I was like, I'm good." And she's like, "No, you have." And I was like, "All right." And then she like gave me the fucking thing and put it in my hand. She gave me 2 of them. I was like, "Well, I just wanted one if I'm gonna get any." And then she's like, "No, you have 2 for a lady." Yeah. Like that. And I'm like, "Oh fuck." I was like, "How much?" She's like, $25.
Yeah, dude.
I was like, that's my last $25 fucking dollars. And then I was I had to ask that girl for fucking money for my beer. I was like, yeah, you know what's weird? I forgot my credit cards at home, and I had to give that lady cash because she didn't have a way to get home tonight.
She was like our naked Indian from Wayne's World, you know, like she would just appear at random times. But no, I bought him a rose, and he was like, "What is this bullshit?" I'm like, "Take it, I love you." And like it was a whole funny thing. But then I hit on a girl for the first time. Hit on a girl at a bar. This girl was like 5 years older than me. She was a graduate from Vanderbilt. She was a lawyer, and she was like, "Are you seriously trying to hit on me right now?" And I'm like, "Yeah," and I'm going to keep going. And then I got her number, and then we went to see Superman Returns. So it worked out.
Well,
I got
when you were in bed with her, did you have sex with her? Then you were like hitting it from behind. You're like, I object. I dare you to object. Sustained.
She ended up being a
like right when you popped it off, you say sustained. and then you're like, the people rest.
Well, at the time I think she was still in school or something for it. She worked at like the job. I'm giving way too many details, but yeah, she ended up being kind of nutty. She was wild. She bought me like a basket like of soaps like after the second time I stayed the night at her house, and I was like, this is quick. What happened? I'm 17.
I remember. I do remember when I hit on that. Well, yeah, I remember my first time hitting on a girl. It's always weird, but I learned a secret real quick on all those. Like, just if you want to you just go to the bar and you just do that elbow thing. I mean, you like to go up to the girl's table and sit down because you have a way to do that amiable. I can't do that. So like Mike would just go up and sit down at a girl's table and be able to talk to him and shoot. He's like, "Hi, what's up? I mean, I'm Mike. What do you guys do? What are you drinking? What do you got over there?" Like that. I would have to. I was like, "There's no fucking way," because I would just sit there like with the thumb up my ass at the corner. I like that one weird kid in Disturbing Behavior. Like UV, he'd be like, "Nobody talks to me," like that. So I didn't like doing that. So I would go up to the bar and I'd wait for them. I'd like be vulturing too. I'd be in the corner and they'd come up and they get their drink after I'd wait for a little tipsiness to happen, and then I go up there and I like do the elbow thing. I'm like, "Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't see you there. Were you just singing? That was great. I didn't know. Are you into that kind of like? What are you gonna sing next?" And she's like, "Oh," and I was like, "Fucking in like sin," because I could tell it like made that eye contact lock.
Whatever works, dude. Whatever works.
I know. But I felt like I had just hit Hadouken in Street Fighter when that happened. I was like, Hadouken! Because I could see the eye contact. And once that locks in, it locks in. It's like the fucking Terminator locked onto his target. It's perfect.
Yeah. Yeah. It's something that once you start doing, it becomes a part of you, you know? It just becomes a part of you. Like, even if you're not looking for love in all the wrong places, you just want to start going around and talking to random. And then even if the girl's into you, be like, "Actually, I'm married. I'm just hanging out.
Yeah.
I gotta go. I got places to be. I gotta go to Bed Bath & Beyond tomorrow."
Dude, the strongest one was the one where I was at the bar and I've gotten pretty good at it, but it was like the chick was staying with her boyfriend, like at Shinaway. So I was on the other side of the bar where it's closest to the door, and then she was near the bathroom area across that way, and she kept staring. You know how you can tell when you can feel them staring?
Yeah.
Because I knew that she was staring, and I did one of these. Like I kind of looked over and I like one of those eye contact like that, and then she was like. Like that, I was like, I was like, because I didn't think, I saw, but dude, I kept looking over. I was like, oh, and I didn't know that was her boyfriend until I saw, I saw this fucking guy at a New York Mets hat, and he was sitting next to her, but he was talking to somebody else, so I didn't know it was her boyfriend. And then when I looked back over to catch the little I love, he was like this, dude. He was like. And I was like,
exact face you make.
Yeah, dude. I was like, I think I was with Blake, dude. I was like, I'm gonna go home, man. He's like, why are you going? I was like, I don't know, man. I just feel kind of weird. I think the beer's kind of bad tonight. And I left.
It's gone bad.
I was there like an hour and a half, dude, because that guy looked mad as shit. I was like, he's gonna keep getting drunk. And he's gonna be like, "Why the fuck were you looking at that motherfucker?"
I'm like,
and
I was looking at the mold in that roof, sir. I'm a roofsman.
I know, dude. If he'd come over, he's like, "Why are you looking at my girl, dog?" I was like, "Was that your girl? I thought that was your friend dressed in drag. I'm leaving."
You calling my girl ugly? No, I'd spark the shit out of her. Wait, what?
Yeah.
Every
it's no big
girl
deal.
Deserves to go to a ball.
It's okay.
Happy Friday to you, Dead and Santa Carla. Thank you, buddy. Hey, check out that podcast, guys. They're also on the /Grace Network. You go check it out. Go check them out, Dead Santa Clara Podcast. Awesome people, awesome booze, awesome treats. Mm-hmm. They know how to throw a Super Bowl party. I guarantee it. Austin says, hypothetical, the universe needs you to fulfill one of the two roles for balance. Freddy-style dream demon or benevolent dream angel that helps with life issues. Do you go ham or be a therapist forever? I think I would... I want to be cool and say that I would do the Freddy thing and I would be evil, but I don't think I could do it. So I think I would try to be a therapist, but then I would be a shitty one, and I would probably end up killing more people than I would have as Freddy.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think?
I don't know. I think I'd be both.
Ooh.
I would be both. I would be a therapist, but then secretly I'd be your fucking demon. Yeah, I don't know. I know that's I know that's cheating, but that's just what it is. But I would have that. I would have both.
That I actually want to write that cover, by the way. Dream Demon. I believe I can get you in the night. That'd be a good one. The Merkins should do that.
Yeah, dude, you know it's really weird. It's like we can come up with like good shit, and we're like, we can't be doing that. The Merkins are like, we can't be doing that.
I know. If we have, yeah. You don't want to fucking wheeze somebody else's grindage. You know what I mean? You just don't
ever do it.
You don't
step on their cock in public. You don't. Yeah, have some respect. Put some respect on it.
Yeah, it's not to say we could do better. Theirs would be better anyways. That's why it's completely pointless. You know, it'd be us like filming out of a potato in the garage, going Dreamweaver and squeezing our titties.
Oh.
Jose Sanchez says, can Jay choose to sing anything from Nightmare 4? Oh, I'm awake now. 4RM, Freddy's dead as Loomis. Been dying to hear it. Can you give me a shout out as well? You're the best, guys. Thanks for the laugh. So I think what he's saying is he wants you to sing as Loomis anything.
By Drama, yeah. And but what was his name?
Drama Rama. Jose Sanchez.
Okay, Jose Sanchez, how you doing? Jose, can you see? I'm gonna sing this song for ye. Okay, so here we go. Jose Sanchez, I don't remember how the goddamn song works because I don't work on Elm Street. I walk out of Haddonfield. But anyway, here we go. I'll give you $100 bills. Anything. I'll give you bills. I'll give you Michael. I'll put it in your ear. Go fucking die up on a hill. Michael die. Anything, Michael die. Okay, there you go. Have a good one. Now, Jose, can you see?
I like anything, Michael die. That was good, Jose. Thank you, buddy. Thank you.
Oh, you know, I got that Jose, can you see? Do you remember Angels in the Outfield when that one stupid ass pitcher and they were the two Spanish guys convinced him that it had to be a Spanish guy that wrote the song for, you know, the United States. And he's like, oh, I get it. He goes, Jose, can you? I get it now. He's like, Jesus Christ, what a fucking tool bag you are.
I don't remember that. I haven't seen that movie in a long ass time though. Edward Santiago says, speaking of soundtracks, do you guys miss big budget summer movie soundtracks? I think Spider-Man movies were the last great ones. Let's go, wham!
Yeah, man. Big budget movies in the theaters, or that they're, you know, basically dinosaur extinct now.
That's true.
It sucks.
Yeah,
it sucks.
That's
it's
true.
really not. It's one of those things that you really start looking at and you start seeing when you see the big lineup of movies that are coming out that are usually destined for theaters, going to be hitting HBO Max, like Godzilla versus King Kong, which is going to be massive, huge. The Conjuring 3, all those movies like that would be massive in the theaters. Everybody would be get together, either get scared or hyped up for the fight with Kong and Godzilla, scared for the Conjuring 3. Yeah, I miss it. I don't know. And again, I was reading this thing about this today. They asked, I don't know if it was Dr. Fauci or who, but they asked him when they thought that we were going to get back to normal, or at least a normalizing kind of feel in the world again. And they were saying 7 years, 6 to 7 years. And that would be because they need at least, I think they said 75% of people worldwide to be vaccinated, or 80% or something like that for it to be back to normal. Yeah. So yeah, I miss it though. I do miss it.
Well, you know what? We were talking about this the other day because we did a commentary for Men in Black, which will be on the channel next Saturday. But we did a commentary for Men in Black where we talked about Will Smith doing Men in Black and how big that song was. The song was bigger than the movie, and especially us being in like 6th grade or whatever when it came out, we fucking loved it. Like we knew every word. Here come Men in Black.
Men in Black.
Hope you will remember. I miss people writing songs about the movies. I always thought, by the way, I was stupid. I thought that Bush wrote Machine Head for Fear, because as soon as the movie ends, it's like down, and I was like, that's fucking cool. But no,
Yeah.
I do. I miss it too, dude. That's why I'm so excited for Scream 5 soundtrack, because if those people know anything about Scream, and I'm sure that they do, they've got to make a really eclectic and weird and strange soundtrack. Speaking of which, one of the news things I want to talk about today was John Carpenter released a new Lost Themes album. So there's a brand new John Carpenter synth music, awesome badassery score floating around on Spotify, or if you want to buy the album. And the Foo Fighters came out with a new album today that dropped, and it's pretty good. There's only like 2 songs I don't like. The rest of it was pretty fucking good. One song, Shame, I could actually totally see on Scream 5. It's just got that weird vibe to it that I could see.
Well, here I was hoping that some news would break that Savage Garden had decided to get back together and produce a song for Scream 5. And that would be wonderful. That would make my day. Yeah, I didn't know. Yeah, the John Carpenter album I'm pretty excited about. I don't know if I'll buy it or not, but I'll definitely listen to it on YouTube.
Yeah.
I'm sure somebody will upload it on YouTube.
You gotta get Spotify, dude. Spotify's the greatest thing ever. It's all there for your fingertippies.
Yeah, but I have YouTube at my fingertippies, even though I have to have the ads.
Do the ads, and you can close Spotify and it still plays. You don't have to don't you get pissed when you're fucking watching something on YouTube and you like go to look at something else and it stops?
Yeah,
it sucks.
I mean, well, I also use Zune, so I'm fine.
Zune? Is that real? Like, do you really? Is that still around?
Fuck no. I don't know. No, it's not around. I still got my cassette tape out back. Don't worry about it.
I still got my MP3 player, dude. It's like this big.
I honestly, I just use YouTube, and that's I don't know. I don't listen to music all the time to even need to be justified, or it's not justifiable for me to get Spotify.
My ADD has the need for me to be constantly stimulated in my butthole. But I have a Bluetooth speaker in my shower. Like, I have to listen to, so I have Audible, so I have you can download a book. So I'll listen to books because I don't have time to sit down and read. I'll listen to books, or I'll listen to Spotify, or I'll listen to podcasts. Like, basically whatever room I go into the house, I've got some fucking rig set up. I'm melting my brain. OG Crushes says Halloween game needs Carpenter for the soundtrack. That is a good segue, sir, to probably the biggest news story that we'll talk about today. But might as well get into it before we go into the break. Hey, we're almost 300 strong tonight, guys. Good job, chat.
All right. Well, I think we popped up to 315 for a little while. They zoomed in. They're like, oh, look at those assholes. They're still on YouTube. Back up. Got to keep writing those letters to YouTube. Get them removed. Fuck them up the butt with a poker. By the way, the Merkins is in here too, ladies and gentlemen. We were just talking about you, sexy bastards, and how wonderful you are.
And we didn't say anything bad. He's like, did you kill people? Yeah, but they were all bad.
Yeah,
it was all good things, I promise. But no, that's a perfect segue into the piece of news we're going to talk about tonight.
What?
But first, I'll get back to that in a second. Hang on, let me show you.
Let me say. I won't say. Yeah, go ahead. Throw it up there.
Okay.
Throw it up on that goddamn screen.
That's not the
one.
Let
me take a goddamn look.
This is gonna blow your tits off, buddy. I'll tell you what, it's gonna blow your titties off, and then you'll go to the store and wonder, hey, can I buy my titties back? And they'll say, no, your titties are too expensive for you, you fucking poor bastard. I hope that you fall into a ravine and die. Hey. And then Gun Media reportedly is working on
Is that Moby's new song?
Gun Media is reportedly working on a new game with a horror legend. Now, take this with a grain of salt, because they say reportedly, and that makes it sound like it's an actual story with sources. It's not. It's a rumor that's going around. But the rumor is this. The rumor is that Gun Media, and believe me, it is a rumor. I don't want to put words in anybody's mouths. But the rumor is that Gun Media is working on a new horror game. That much they've pretty much said themselves. If you look here, you'll see Wes Keltner from Gun Media, which, by the way, is based in our state, in Lexington, Kentucky. This was a while back. This was back on November 3rd. But he said, Internet, what does this mean for Fear the Gun and the future? Will you make another multiplayer horror game? And he says, me. And it's like, yeah, motherfucker. So he said that.
He channeled some Samuel L.
He said that. And then back December 3rd, he posted, oh shit, what have I done? He posted this. It says motion capture hits different when virtual. And it's just a picture of this badass studio setup they got where they're doing motion capture stuff. Now stick with me. There's more to it than this.
Mocap.
Mocap. And then he says just
mocap sounds like a discontinued gum.
It does.
Hey man, can I get a stick of mocap?
No man, stop
it's like
shit.
It's like, no, man, that mocap has been helping me fucking quit smoking. It sounds like a fucking discontinued smoking, like a non-smoking gum.
It does, dude.
Kick the habit with mocap.
He said, just to chill my timeline. Yes, this one's for the next project. No, it's not for Friday the 13th. Okay. And then you move on a little bit further, and then you see today, not today, but 4 days ago, Kane Hodder, someone asked him, they said, any word or hints about about the new game you're working on? Kane Hodder said, soon, watch for a hint. That means that Kane's working on something. Gun Media is working on something. There was a story a while back where Gun Media had tweeted to Blumhouse and to Ryan Turek, and it was a face like the dude was like, "Yes, me," and Ryan Turek was like, "Hey, I don't know what this is in reference to, but I love your game," and I think that was Gun Media's way of kind of saying, "Hey, we want to make a fucking Halloween game." Don't know what happened after that, where it went from that, but with this story,
feel Michael Myers is way overdue for a game like that. Like with the Friday the 13th game, he was in Dead by Daylight, which was good, but dude, like having a full on like game around Michael Myers would be amazing. I mean, that's like fucking money sitting on your shelf ready to be snatched up.
Yeah, exactly. And that's what this says is, it says the short version is that Gun Media has been hinting for a few months that they're working on a new horror project, including the possibility of it being multiplayer. They recently tweeted the above image showing the mocap studio, all the stuff I just talked about. And you know, Kane Hodder did motion capture for Jason. He has mentioned on multiple occasions that he would like to play Michael in some form or fashion because he's done so many other horror icons. You know, it's a complete rumor. It's a complete rumor, but just a tiny bit of hope for the game to be real.
By the way, I want to point out, yes, Ryan Kinney and Galford's dog, they did have one on Atari. You're correct, but I'm in a real Halloween game. You know, that wasn't all right. I mean, I remember that game kind of, sort of, but I never played it. I've seen maybe the Angry Video Game Nerd or something like that when he played it. Looks like shit. It probably looked like shit back then. People were like, what the fuck is this garbage? I'm not feeling terrified at all. I just feel bad for Michael. But yeah, dude, that seems exciting and good stuff. By the way, a little quick side note to that. Interesting enough, and this wasn't in the article I mentioned, but do you remember Kane Hodder had discussed at one point a long time, I don't know when he discussed this, but he said he always wanted to play Michael Myers. Like he thought he'd be a good Michael Myers. So coupled with the fact that Gun Media is involved with this and that there's rumors swirling around about a potential Michael Myers game, then you have Kane Hodder, you throw that icing on the cake, and buddy, you're ready to have a fucking ice cream sandwich on some titties. And I like it.
That's going to be the headline. Ice cream sandwich on some titties. Yeah. There's a Halloween game happening.
You know what? And I hope it's picked up by the hot sheets themselves. We got this covered. We watched a movie reported that a new Halloween game is in the works. Ice cream sandwiches on titties is the code name that it's under.
Dude, I'm surprised they haven't come out and already capitalized on that. So I tweeted that earlier. I was like, I'm honestly surprised that there's a fart smell in the air that, and I mean that in a good way, that a possible Halloween game could happen. I'm surprised that we got this covered. Hasn't already written the article saying that they heard from their sources that it was happening, because that's all they do. They just make up bullshit that could possibly happen.
JT Custom says we talked about it in 2019. Well, I mean, maybe I didn't know. Maybe it might have, but this is new news. Like I don't know. Like this just
no. That's the thing. In 2019, it was a fucking scam. It was a bunch of scammers that had created. They created these visions of Laurie Strode, and they created what looks like video game characters, and they told everybody, "Hey, we're doing a Kickstarter." They're fucking liars. It turned out to be complete bullshit, JT Custom. So that's what happened then. This is coming from somewhere else. Like, you got Gun Media. We don't know what the next project is. You got Kane Hodder saying he is working on a game. We know that he wants to do something. You know, I don't think a Hatchet is a popular enough franchise to get a video game as much as I like the franchise. There's a little bit of smoke, not a whole lot. We don't know shit, but let's talk about it for a second. What would you want a Halloween game to be?
Like a straight up Halloween game?
Yeah.
Like, well, it would be cool to do like an RPG just doesn't fit. I feel like the best idea for a Halloween game is, and I mean, this might sound gross a little bit, and it's kind of like Dead by Daylight, I suppose. But I would go with Left 4 Dead kind of stylized, especially if they're going to introduce the multiplayer. You have 4 guys, 4 girls, 4 guys, whatever. Use the pronouns, bitch. You have 4 people like get together online, and they have to survive Michael. And that's it. Like, it's pretty much the Friday the 13th game. But that's all I would do. I would actually keep the same formula that they used in the Friday the 13th game, because it was actually really effective. And the Friday the 13th game that they had, that was awesome. They would have continued updates, improving the game, making it better, making it cooler, fixing glitches, doing all that stuff, if this bullshit lawsuit hadn't happened.
Yeah.
So I would actually keep the same formula that they worked with, because it'd be cool to do a storyline kind of thing. Like, it would be cool to do an RPG, like, kind of, you take possession of Laurie Strode, or actually through the eyes of Dr. Loomis, and make it a detective game. Make it more like I don't know, they're like a horror game, but like where you're a detective trying to piece together clues before his next victim is killed.
Yeah.
And it would be Dr. Loomis, and you'd be doing that on the trail of Michael Myers. I don't know. You could do something like that.
I'm asking for a lot with what I want. I actually don't want and nothing against Friday the 13th. It was an amazing idea. I mean, you could actually play Jason and like play against people online. I love Gun Media. Those guys, they seem like really nice, really cool people. And I totally support what they do, and I support what they do with Jason. But that being said,
we're gonna keep buttering those nipples till they come on this show for an interview.
Hey, I'll ask them. They probably would. They seem like cool dudes. But and again, they're based in the same state we are. But I think what I would like to do, I would like to have that as a multiplayer option. It would be cool if you could play as Michael or play as them, and then they kind of already have the engines for that. They have the ideas for that. I don't know dick butt about games, but they already have the idea for that landed. So the best case scenario for me would be if you could do that on the side. But what I'd be really interested in, dude, is if they made a story fueled game where you could play through the game as different characters. Like, you have to survive first as Laurie Strode, and then once you beat the game as Laurie Strode and Michael's around every corner, you don't know what's going to happen. Yes, you have to make the right decisions, and you have to protect the kids, all this stuff like that. But then next you unlock Loomis, and then you play as Loomis, and then you've got to get to the house and get to Michael and stop him from killing Laurie. And then you can play as different characters in the franchise. I think that would be super deep. I'd like an in-depth actual story mode game, and then also a multiplayer on the side of it.
Yeah, it would be cool. Like, an RPG would be a pretty interesting in-depth thing. But here's the thing about Gun Media. Gun Media may not want to put that much money. I mean, because you look at Friday the 13th, I mean, it obviously cost them a pretty penny to make the game. But if you're talking about a fully realized role play, because that's essentially an RPG, what you're describing. And by the way, someone had mentioned it. What I was talking about was the same game called The Evil Within, where you took the possession of Loomis, or just a detective, and hunting down, Michael Myers. That's a lot of money, especially if you're going to make the graphics look really good, the gameplay to be real sexy, and people can get involved in it. And then you're going to put multiplayer on the side. I think people are pretty much expecting Gun Media, which there's nothing wrong with that, by the way, to just follow up with their formula of Friday the 13th and bring Michael Myers over it, or bring Michael Myers into it. Maybe tweak it a little bit where it'll be a slightly different type of a game, but it'll essentially be this, which I'm fucking fine with. That'd be cool as fuck to run around suburbia and like being chased by Michael. That would be cool shit.
And they basically renegaded the fuck out of that game, man. I mean, they did so much shit themselves, and they did so much cool stuff with it. And you're dealing with a franchise that's too busy, kicking itself in the nuts over this and that, and blah blah blah. If Blumhouse, if the people, if Trancas, if the Accods, they seem like way more supportive, way more interested parties about wanting to make product and not just money. And I feel like if they had a really good backing partner, they could take what they did with that game and just fucking expand it and just make it so much better. I would love to see that. And, I will say this. If anybody gets the rights to a Halloween game, I really hope it's them. They've proved that they know what they were doing. Friday the 13th could have sucked ass in so many ways. And even though
it was
we never figured it out for ourselves for the stream because we wanted to stream it. But
streaming, it's a hard fucking game though. I always got killed. I tried it a couple times. Like, I fucking suck.
I suck, dude. I suck.
And I never wanted. I mean, you'd be like, oh, I want to be Jason. It's like, no, bitch, I don't, because I don't know how to kill you. Like, I'm gonna stand there and look like a big dumb shit asshole from the hills. That's how I like. Jason's kind of stupid anyway, and now I'm actually gonna be a stupid player controlling him. I'm like, they made fun of my mama's head, and I can't catch them. I was like, I can't do that.
What's really interesting because with Friday the 13th, you were basically at the campground, right? It was kind of the same deal for a lot of it. But with this, if they had backing and if they had support, I don't know how all this stuff works out. I'm just spitballing. But if they had backing, they had support, you could go from the original Halloween to just for fun, they could have a Halloween Resurrection level where you're either Michael stalking people through the Dangertainment house, you know what I mean, or you're playing as Freddy or the other people. That would be fun. And Freddy has like extra like roundhouse kick moves, dumb shit like that. Or Halloween 4, you got the car scene in Halloween 5. There's just so many cool places.
There's a if they're gonna go the same route that they used for Friday the 13th, there's like 100 million different scenes that you could pick from the Halloween franchise and make it badass. The H2O scene
H2O?
with the Josh Hartnett thing. There's a billion of them. Halloween 5, God damn. But the farm, I hate that fucking movie. But the farm scene, Halloween, you could do the farm scene there.
The Smith's Grove, the basement in H6. Oh, that would be fucking cool.
Dude, you could imagine seeing the hospital from H2. You have to survive in the hospital.
Oh yeah, dude.
Like, I mean, come on. But that's why I think it's because they're using mocap, and then Kane Hodder in that, or they're using mocap, and Kane Hodder mentioned in that article that he did motion capture work for them with Friday the 13th. So I imagine that's exactly what they're going to be going for, is doing motion capture with Kane Hodder playing Michael Myers. It would be fucking sick though if they were able to get Nick Castle or somebody like that, or James Hugh Courtney to come in and provide some motion capture as oh my god. But I think if they get the support of Blumhouse, that'll definitely happen, because that's the good thing about if they do Halloween and Michael Myers is that they're going to have the support of a studio that all their fucking chickens are in a row and there's no lawsuit bullshit going on. So it's going to be a totally different experience for them, and they're going to have a good time, Jim. You're going to like the way you look. I guarantee it.
I already suckled the teat, as you said earlier. I tweeted to them earlier. I was like, hey guys, you know that we're in Lexington like once a week. If you need somebody to like dress up in mocap and get killed, we'll do it. There's plenty of people that want to see us die.
I'd love to.
I
was like, as long as you can get someone that looked like my ex-wife, and like I maybe get to like sacrifice her to whoever, and then I can. That'd be fun.
OG crushes. Thanks, buddy. Says Halloween game needs Carpenter for the soundtrack, and he would do it too because he loves video games and he loves Halloween. I guarantee he'd probably fucking do it, man. If
motherfucker's playing Assassin's Creed Valhalla, like he's all into video games. He goes, and that one guy was like, "You look like a Viking." He's like, "I do." Richie Drum says, "I like men." Hey, all right,
good for you, buddy. Good for you. You get down on it. Get down on it.
Tomo Ogata says Jay will sacrifice her to the loan officers. No, I'll sacrifice her to her fucking pimp and drug dealer.
She's already been sacrificed in that respect.
That's true. Yeah, she comes off the temple of fucking Slatilla every few months. Never mind. It's fine. She's a ghost of
Dude, I'll never forget the night we saw that mugshot. It was like we won the Super Bowl. Anyway, Aaron Anderson, would you guys do a collab with... Aaron Anderson says, would you guys do a collab with Cody Leach? We have. We did the Halloween stream with him a couple times, but yeah, we would not do one with Cody. He's a cool guy. We like him. I'm ready to do
a collab with anybody as long as they bring their own fucking KY. All right? Because I'm so sick of tired of you loaning out our KY when we have this orgy party after the interviews. It's ridiculous.
Hey, Cody tries to pretend that he's hard and he's a hard ass, but let me tell you, he's a soft lover. And we can speak from experience. He treats you like a gentleman. He wines you. He dines you. He puts it in soft. And just the tip at first. Then he asks if you're okay.
And he orders pizza from a place called Chucky's. Strange.
No, dude. Yeah, we would never say no to that. Cody's a cool dude. Jason Dyer says, Jay, the liquid silk shooter.
What?
I just realized what he was talking about. He says,
what did he say?
He called you the liquid silk shooter, dude.
Hey, man, that's going to be my next Xbox gamer tag. I like that one. That's smooth as silk. I'm going to have it. I'm going to play Halo, so it says when you get killed, you got killed by the liquid shooter. I like that.
That's so gross. Liquid silk is the grossest term I've ever heard for that.
I'm going to make a song called Liquid Silk. Get some milk. Liquid silk.
This is the scene that day when Jay did that. She was like, what'd you do? And he's like, it's just liquid silk. You going to take it and just wipe it off.
No, I didn't turn into Slender Man. I would have probably had the police called on me if that had happened. Like if I had looked at her all like menacingly and be like, "You didn't like what they did for you just then." I think she would have fucking like got over the pain real quick and called the goddamn cops. And then the cops would rush in, and I'm sitting half naked in the shadows with like the blinds and the light coming in from the moonlight. Be like, "She didn't like me silk from the milk."
There are so many people, dude, in our past that if they watch this podcast, thank God nobody watches it, because if they didn't watch it, they'd be like,
I would never drop her name. I would never drop her name. I'm not gonna be an asshole like that. But she probably realized, yeah, that probably scarred that bitch for like 5 years. So I'm not gonna, she probably remembered it for a while. But
Jason, he also says, question: did you ever ask that chick what happened to her eyebrows? Best story ever. Jay the Super Soaker.
Super Soaker 5000 only at Walmart this holiday season. No, her eyebrows. I honestly, I don't want to make fun of it too much because I think there was some kind of like underlying reason why she did that. But that bitch had drawn on her eye. It looked like a fucking mime that was always surprised on the streets of New York. The way that she had drawn them, if she was like, "Hi," and I was like, and then even when she shot, see, that's what I'm saying. Like, I didn't even know if she was mad when I shot her in the eye because she looked like she was kind of amused because her eyebrows never fucking moved. Anyway, I'm gonna go to hell. I've already booked my fucking express ticket. I don't give a shit.
Metal Snake Studios says at Richie Drums. Cool. I don't know what that means, man, but I like it.
Dude, I knew it was bad when I showed, and I was like, yeah, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm like, I'm out of control, because I was like dating her, and I was like, I can't. And I showed a picture to my niece Jordan, and she saw a picture of her, dude. And this is exactly her face. The first time I was like, here, this is her, and she went. She's like, oh, because she looked like the doctor that saw Jack Nicholson when he turned into the Joker. She was like, oh my god. He's like, mirror. I
only met her once. I don't remember what she looked like.
Well, you were nice, but I think that I noticed that I could feel the undercurrent of disgust in your actions.
It's like, god damn, Jay, fuck, you really reaching low.
Hey man, he's like, you gotta knock out a couple of them hood rats. You knock out a couple of them hood rats, then you get the pussy on the pedestal. You can't be putting the pussy. You gotta knock out a couple of them hood rats first.
There was only one girl that you messed with, and I was like, God damn, Jay, you gotta put that away. That was the girl.
Hey, dude,
I was like, dude, she looks like her mouth tastes like boogers. I don't know why, but I looked at her and I said, your mouth tastes like boogers. And then I turned around the bar, you're fucking like, you got your tongue halfway down her throat. You guys are just going
I was drunk, and I was like, it feels good.
I was singing some Eve 6 Heart in a Blender, and I look over and I'm like, oh, Jay's got booger mouth. Shit.
But you know what? Twist ending. She did have boogers in her mouth. Yeah, dude. Look, I feel like that, being described in, what was it? In Van Wilder, when he was like, because we don't want to have where mommy went slumming one night. I fucking listen. I didn't just go slumming. I set up a goddamn hotel in Slum City for about fucking 2 years.
Hey,
that shit
is getting serviced because
that shit in Final Fight or not? No, with Cody and Haggard on the Super Nintendo. Like, the scummy neighborhood they were walking in? Well, I was walking through that neighborhood. I lived there. But anyway, listen, it's not about me and my sexual nastiness.
We're going to get through these super chats. Take a quick break. When we come back, we got more movie news to talk about. Richie Drum says, I love you guys. Remind me of when I'm chilling with my boys. Oh, by the way, pop punk blows. Hey, Richie. Let me tell you something about
Action says Boost explains a lot. Yes, it does. It comes out. You know what? It's very freeing, Egg. Hey, God damn it, Egg. What'd you put in this beer? I don't know about you, but I'm feeling pretty good. I feel like I'm in Big Trouble in Little China. I don't know, but I'm feeling pretty good. I feel like I could take on the world or something.
Hey, man, pop punk is the nectar of happiness. Okay, you're in a bad mood. You had a bad day at work. You're feeling like shit. It's winter. Everything's dark. Throw on some Blink-182. Throw on some Green Day. Throw on some old Sum 41. And your mood, it just picks right the fuck up and you get in a better mood. Okay? Mm-hmm. So shut the fuck
up! Joe McKenzie, to end that quick little exclamation point from the gods, I'm gay, I think, says Joe McKenzie. with a very easy peasy period. He just makes a statement and I respect it. You know what? And I don't know if you're talking about being like gay or if you're talking about being gay. If you're referring it to the old 1800s word, then yes, I'm very gay. I guess in role models. But yeah, man, that's good. I just saw it's so weird. I narrowed it. He's like it's just everybody's having a loud conversation, and there's this one guy who goes, "I'm gay, I think." It's just
good, dude. Hey, I'd buy you a drink right now. All right, not because I am, but there's nothing wrong with it if I was. Or that you are, or that we all are. Technically, we're all a little gay.
It's true.
I know I am.
Mhm.
Just at least a little bit.
Hey man, there's no way that you can look at Hugh Jackman when he gets all mad and he's ripped out of his fucking mind that you're like, man, I would be perfectly comfortable being wrapped up in that man's arm, cuddling and watching the fucking Letterman show.
Yeah,
I have no problems with that. Like, I want to eat popcorn off his chest.
Yeah. Like I've never seen any man with my own two eyes that I've been attracted to, but I'd probably fuck Ryan Reynolds. So I mean, I guess I'm a little gay, right?
Yeah, you know what? And I'd let Ryan Gosling drive me around.
Yeah.
So yeah,
you would.
It's all right.
Yeah, you would.
Yeah, I would.
You really would.
He drives.
OG Crush says, I feel like it'll get revealed in your Halloween kills. I hope so, OG. I hope so. I'd like to see it. I'd like to see it happen. Anyways, now that we've covered that, Edward Santiago says, you guys should review Splatterhouse 2010. It's an underrated game, but if you're a horror fan, it's a damn good playthrough. Imagine a Nightmare on Elm Street game would be fucking wild. Basically, Max Payne with Freddy Krueger in it. Remember those dreams Max Payne would have? Those shits were scary.
Splatterhouse. That sounds fucking familiar.
Dude, what was the game where? What was the
game? There was a Splatterhouse on this. There's a Splatterhouse on like arcade, and I think it came out on Super Nintendo or some shit too, or maybe Genesis. Splatterhouse. I think it did. Splatterhouse 4. I don't know.
All I can think. What was the game when you were on like candid camera and it had like clowns and shit and like baseball bats? Not.
Mike, I told you not to talk about that ever again. Jesus Christ.
It was like
clowns.
Yeah, dude, it was like
Manhunt.
Manhunt was fucking scary, dude.
That was a badass fucking game. That was a great game.
Awesome fucking game.
That motherfucker got banned too because it was like they were like, "Oh my god!" But I was like, "Yes,
that
so
shit
good,
was fucked up.
It's so good."
That shit was really fucked up. We have an Oculus now, and I got to get horror games on there, man, because I bet that shit is scary as hell. Gary Catlett says, I would rather have a Halloween game like Until Dawn because I'm getting tired of 4 versus 1 games. I understand that too. I do. I honestly want a story played through. I want the game to attempt to really fucking scare me. I'd like a Halloween game to really scare me as opposed to multiplayer, but I feel like you also have to have multiplayer because it's so popular with the horror games.
This is from Cody Buchanan. Mike and Jay, what's your favorite opening scene in a horror movie or any movie? Mine has to be Jaws and Scream. That's a good one. I would say one of the higher ups there for me is I always love the open. I don't know why. I just feel like when I was a kid, it freaked the fuck out of me. Was Nightmare on Elm Street when he's making the glove and it's all red tinted, and he's like making he's making the glove and the music. It's fucking scary, man. Like I don't know, that fucking freaked me out. And the other opening scene, I mean, everybody's gonna pick Halloween. I mean, it's a classic scene, but dude, I'll tell you what. One of the other scenes that always pops out of my mind besides the Nightmare on Elm Street scene is Day of the Dead. When she's in that room and all the fucking arms burst out through the wall, that scared the shit out of me because I'm fucking scared of zombies anyway. But that shit's those two.
Scream was a really good one. That was a really good choice. That's one of the best opening scenes of all time, in my opinion. I love the opening to Die Hard with a Vengeance. I'm just gonna throw that out there. It just sets the tone. Hot town, summer in the city. That was a great open.
It sounds like a Cirque commercial.
Ghost Ship had a great opening to it.
That's a great scene.
Awesome opening. I don't know. I can't pick my favorite. I got to really think about it. I got to think about that one. That's tough. Friday the 13th reboot had a great fucking opening. No doubt about that.
Oh, that's a great one too. Hillshire says Lost Boys. Lost Boys had a pretty good opening as well.
Yeah, absolutely. Marco Viva Toro says, can Busta Rhymes be an unlockable character? Abso-fucking-lutely. That's got to happen.
Hell, you know what? Fuck that. But you know what? He can be with a goddamn Game Genie cheat code, and that motherfucker's going to pop up like Reptile. You got to do several things right to get that bitch to pop up.
But hey,
it's not going to be easy.
When you're playing as the killer, it gives you more incentive. Like when I'm playing Madden and I'm playing against the Patriots, I'm like, I'm gonna fuck these fuckers up right now. And that'd be the same way. If you're Michael Myers and someone else is playing Busta Rhymes, you're on your fucking A game. You're like, I'm taking you out for the world.
But it could kind of make your butthole pucker up a little bit too, because if you're playing the killer and you don't kill him, everybody's gonna make fun of you. Because you're like, you let a motherfucker kill you again that says trick or treat, motherfucker. I'm like, God damn it. I go home now and shave. How come you coach him but not me? Because you are not Japanese. You are not Tanaka.
Dude, that's what they should do when you die. You know, like in Resident Evil, they're like, you died. It'd be the worst, most infuriating thing is every time you died in a Halloween game, it was Busta Rhymes' face. He's like, Michael Myers ain't no soundbite.
Dude, I'd have to, you know what? I'd have several copies of the game because I crack the fucking disc every time.
Thank you, Gary McDonald. Appreciate that, man. Cody Buchanan says, Mike and Jay, what's your... Oh, you already answered that. Marco says, Mike and Jay, what's Michael Myers' favorite porn site? Sis Knows Best. Oh,
that's a good one. Sis Knows Best. I
That was a
like
joke.
what you've done there, sir. You brought it around from that train.
Real quick, because we got to go to a break. I just want to say the porn industry has got to stop with the stepbrother, stepsister. I want to bang my own mother stuff. I mean, Jesus Christ, that's not everyone's fetish. You know what I mean? I'm not into
I lost
it.
an earbud.
Stop trying to.
That's another.
Shove it in my face. I don't have a stepsister, and if it did, I wouldn't want to bang her. Stop.
Well,
trying
listen,
to make me
hey,
want to
you
bang
know
my
what?
Stepsister.
If my stepsister looked like Sarah Michelle Gellar and Curl Intentions, you're goddamn right. It's gonna be happening.
Well, that's a
I don't
different
give a fuck.
situation. Okay.
That's 100% right. Okay.
You got me there.
And Ryan Philippe, he fucked up. He fucked up. I'm not saying that girl, that Reese Witherspoon wasn't a sweet girl that he could go to church with, but he could have had some raunchy fucking crazy sex with Buffy the Vampire Slayer for a while.
She's like, you could put it anywhere. He's like, anywhere.
He could have staked her holy crypt.
Richie Drum says, my singer would love you guys. He's a pop punk fan and he hasn't come out yet. That's awesome. I like that. Well, not the part about him not coming out. He should be free to be who he is, okay? It's okay to listen to pop punk and want to suck some D from time to time.
I'm going to fucking totally, you know what? I'm switching over to regular headphones. These goddamn earbuds were nice, but they've really, dude, I'm afraid I'm going to lose it in my ear.
I'll put it in your ear. I'll put it in your ear. Ryder says, what's the best DCEU movie, and did you review Birds of Prey? I did a written review for Birds of Prey. Jay hasn't seen it. I fucking love the movie, and the best DCEU movie is Man of Steel, in my opinion. what about you? What do you like?
The best DCEU movie isn't out yet. It's called The Batman. I actually no. I think the best DCEU movie thus far that I really enjoyed is Man of Steel. I mean, it's the one that started it all. I know that some people would argue. I think old Vanessa will say, or very sweet Vanessa. I didn't mean to say old. Is Batman versus Superman, which is a fucking very sexual film as well. But Man of Steel is just one of those films that I don't know, man. Like I've defended it so much. I feel like I need to put the fucking flag down on it. It's like, I claim the slan for Zod. Houston, we will rule.
All right, guys, we're going to take a quick breaky break, poo in the tutu hole. And then we come
What'd you have for dinner?
Me? I had Korean beef.
You don't want no beef? You don't want no beef?
I had a Korean beef bowl. I don't know.
Where'd you get that shit from?
You order those meals, and they send them to your house with all the vegetables and the meats in them, and then you cook them. They're fucking way too hard.
Where'd you get it from? Like you get it from Swans, like a Swan truck?
No, like one of those fancy hipster things. I don't know. My wife ordered them. Like,
oh,
what is it called? Every Plate. It's called Every Plate. It's for people who think they're fancy and can order meal subscription boxes.
Oh, I had a fucking homemade chimichangas. I had chimichangas.
Katie said it was $30.
Was it really?
Yeah.
God damn.
Well, no, it's for a whole week's worth of food. It's actually good. I just wasn't a fan of the Korean beef.
Yeah, I had chimichangas. They were good.
From where?
I was just saying, it was homemade. It was good.
Oh, that's pretty nice. I wish I had.
You know what? I mean,
chimichangas.
It was. I never really had one before. It was goddamn delicious. I was like, no wonder Deadpool's raving about it and wants to put up in his butthole all the day because it really is delicious.
Oh, you never had them before?
No, I never had chimichangas.
Oh, you got to get them from like a restaurant, dude. You got to get like real chimichangas.
Well, whatever I had tonight was fucking good.
When I said that before, I was like, shit, you don't know who made those chimichangas, Mike. I don't.
Well, you know what? I'm just, you know what? I only mentioned it because you mentioned something about poo poo. I was like, it's, it almost happened. I almost had a poo poo platter earlier. Like I'm talking about 20 minutes. 20 minutes. That was a record for me.
It'll take you down. All right, we gotta go. All right, we'll be right back. I got a pee in the hole.
Okay, let's go over. Okay.
Today we're going to go through the worst Michael Myers masks I could possibly find on the internet. Now, I don't know where these came from. I literally just Googled worst Michael Myers mask and picked my favorites.
Okay.
I picked my favorites.
Good.
I picked my favorites.
From Walmart?
Yeah. This is number one. This is not. These aren't ranked. They're just random. We're just going to go through them all together.
I think that's a wonderful mask.
He looks like fat Emilio Estevez.
Actually, this man looks like he's been suffering from post-traumatic stress of being married to a slut for 5 years. And
oh, that's a photo of you.
Yeah.
There we go.
That's better.
He just looks dead inside.
It's a terrible mask.
I mean,
why did they spray paint the eyebrows?
The eyes are good though. He truly looks like he's dead inside. Like
this was a guy that came in off the street asking for a sub or something. He was a homeless man, and they promised him food if he would pose for this picture.
They gave him a peanut butter and jelly sandwich.
That's all he had.
And he's allergic to nuts.
And he's just waiting for the next scene so he can get food in his belly. Like, that's a terrible picture. That's a terrible mask.
Yes, it's not good.
Fuck did
it's
that?
not good. Okay, here
next
we go.
one?
Number 2. Oh, God. Vominos, children, vominos.
One day you will remember you can wear stretchy pants, Sancho.
This guy looks like he had the.
You guys ever see that cartoon
sucked out of him?
You guys ever see? Yeah, he does. He does look like somebody sucked the soul. Fatality, Shang Tsung cartoon.
I've got no cheekbones.
But you know, honestly, thinking about that mask though, as terrible as it looks, and it just gives you a vomit feeling. Imagine seeing that coming at you in the middle of the night.
It's actually
That's like in that way. It's like. Fuck!
And it's got that.
You have plastic hair.
What's with the orange ass hair, man? Like,
yeah,
it's
like
so
a lopsided eye. It looks like a pirate.
Notice his eyes are also swollen. Like he doesn't sleep well at night because he's got no cheekbones.
Sugar water, creamsicles.
Okay, let's go to the next one. Look at those ears, though. He's got them Will Smith ears. Oh God,
Dad, it's Kevin Spacey.
He comes home and his wife made fucking chicken stir fry again.
That's the same face you make when your boss asks you if you can come in on Saturday. You're like, what? I need this job. I can't say no.
It was like you just drank a bottle of NyQuil.
I'm sad.
Oh, shit. I'm sad. Oh, Jesus Lord. What did you make that in?
Carl Winslow?
That used to be another mask. What was that, Shrek? Did
It looks like that, yeah.
First off, Michael's balding. He's almost got no hair at all.
He's old.
His face he's got a fat face. He's got a really fat face. And he looks like he's been molded around a pickle jar.
You guys remember the video game Final Fight? He looks like the bad guy you'd fight at the end of it.
It looks like they made this in that pottery scene in Ghost.
I was concentrating on something else.
Alright, here we go. Oh, that's the I've had the crazy hair day.
That's fucking Shaggy.
That's what your mom looks like when she comes home with a strange man for the 5th night in a row.
Yes, I was gonna say it does. You know, I was reminded of a mother figure too, especially when she's cleaning and you're not supposed to go to school that day. It's like a Saturday, but she's cleaning early in the morning and she's pissed off that you're still fucking sleeping at 9. And she's like, "Get the fuck out of bed!" It's fucking Nick Nolte.
It's like, the goddamn shit! They're gonna cross the shit!
Yeah, he's not even trying anymore. Fuck it. He looks like fucking butterflies with his hair and like spirit fingers.
Oh, okay, here we go. Oh my god!
That's not real?
That's a Michael Myers mask.
That's not real.
That's not like you can't like buy that. I don't know. This guy would probably sell it to you.
That's actually scary. Like if it. The new Suspiria remake.
It's the lead singer of 30 Seconds to Mars.
It does look like Jared Leto would wear that
It's the
shit.
Joker mask.
Either Jared Leto would wear that or Marilyn Manson would jack off in that. So either way, it works out.
It looks like Mimi from the Drew Carey show.
It does look like Mimi.
I don't know if her name was Mimi or
It does. I mean, I'm looking at it and I'm thinking,
Put the lotion in the basket?
Yeah, definitely put the lotion in the basket and
fuck me.
and pitch the new Joker to DC because they're fucked up right now anyway. It does look like Jared Leto with long hair as the Joker.
But he's got that Antonio Banderas hair.
Trying to stab me in the back, eh?
What's in the cup?
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck that is. Like, that's gotta be a joke. Like, that can't be real.
Oh.
Like,
Look at his mouth. Oh.
You guys remember those old masks back in the day in the 90s? Like, those, like, porcelain masks that people would buy? Like, those theater masks? That's what it looks like with fucking ponytail. And you'd hang that on your wall, and like people would act like, "Hey, I'm not judging you," but deep down they want to get the fuck out of your house as fast as they can.
This is a live picture of Scott Stapp.
What if I had a job? My own prison.
He's in his own prison.
Yes, in a hotel called Holiday Inn.
Jesus Lord! This looks like this.
That just looks like me when I wake up after a hangover. Fuck.
It's got good hair though.
No, it's
got
that's
good.
Jack Nicholson
It's
hair.
it's not good Mike Myers hair, but it's solid hair.
It looks like I said Shaggy. It looks like Scooby-Doo Adventure.
California.
Hoarders.
They found this under a dead fat man's butt cheek.
Hoarders season 7.
Oh.
Can we get Michael off the drugs?
Oh, there he is.
That's the best one.
That's my favorite.
That's the best one of all time.
This is 90s class picture.
This should be in Creed 2 as the warm-up to the Drago fight. This would be what Michael B. Jordan's character should fight before he fights Drago. Like, you could call him the Milkman.
This is the guy who gave Jesse Spano the speed and Saved by the Bell.
He does. He looks like that. And I like how they went the extra mile here too, because not only did they give him a black turtleneck to extenuate the mask, but they gave him a purple background. Like, look, I may be serious, but I'm down with the kids. And this fucking perfect poof. That's a Chia Pet. That's a Chia Pet statue. I would even buy that Chia Pet statue.
Oh, it looks like he got a mildly disappointing Christmas present.
Believe it or not, it's just me.
That hair, though, it's on point. It's great.
Yeah, it's good.
Oh my God! It's Steve Buscemi.
So you guys remember Toy Story 3? It looks like a fucking toy that...
it's child molester Michael.
Yeah, that's actually scary, though.
Yeah.
It looks like it could be in The Strangers 3.
I have some candies. I got some candies in the last ball.
Do you guys like Swisher Swifts?
I've got a red bicycle.
I like how he has a hoodie, too. He's down. I was just done jogging. Like, I don't understand. Who took my picture?
It looks like someone just showed up at his house and accused him of murder.
You served me a warrant?
What? I'm just here making
He actually looks like any businessman in New York. Like in New York on the stock market exchange.
He got caught with a surprising picture he didn't know they were taking of him. No!
Straight up, dude. Who touched my bum? You touched my bum? Do you want to do it again?
Oh,
that's the face any inmate makes the first time a big wet willy goes up their butthole. This is the Democrats realizing they're losing to Donald Trump. Whatever. We don't really bring politics in it. It's a joke. Anyway, I'm all about the new founding fathers.
He looks like no. You know what that face is? That face is I'm about to come and it's only been 2 minutes.
I
better hold it.
Or that's the face of
this is gonna be so embarrassing.
Or that's the face sitting next to a brand new love, and you know you got a fart, and you might try to squeeze one out, but you know it's not gonna be.
No,
solid.
it came out. That's
it came out. It came out loud. It went boot, and you're like,
Okay.
God, I got Jay Leno.
I was worried about you.
I don't even know.
No, I was stroking.
I was struck.
Stroke it to the east and I stroke it to the west.
Struck it to the woman. That I like this. Gary McDonald says, "Hi, Mike and Jay from Ireland. From Ireland. Do you
The leprechauns, the Ireland, I can't do it.
I'm the leprechaun. I'm the leprechaun." He says, "Do you think Halloween Kills will come straight out on digital? I'm willing to bet that by October it will come in both theaters and digital." Yeah.
100%. And I don't even think they're going to go with that because I know initially that someone had mentioned that they might do theater release and then wait 2 weeks and then release it on VOD. I don't think that's a possibility anymore. I think it's going to be simultaneously. I think that what HBO Max is doing is literally the guinea pig for all these other studios, and they're watching to see what happens.
Yeah.
But I think that's exactly what. I mean, and besides that, Jason Blum has already pretty much come out and said no matter what happens, it's coming out in October this year. So there's no more delays. It's not going to be James Bond where Daniel, like I saw this meme where Daniel Craig was like, oh, James Bond shows up to his premiere and he's like an old ass man. It was like 2077 because it keeps getting delayed. It's not going to be like that.
Yeah, they tried to sell that but they wanted way too much money for it. But yeah, I think so too. Dirty D. Thanks, Dirty D. She says, "Need a shout out from Slenderman. I want to let him know his new mask scares me to death. Still love him, but he scares me." A lot of people haven't seen that. That's the new Slenderman mask that Jay has with the eyes. It's a different look entirely.
I like it a lot, but you know what's weird because I had to get a Slenderman mask and I got it from Amazon. I just typed in Slenderman mask, and that's literally the only one that. I mean, they had the one we used before, but I was like, oh, that looks more like what they had in the movies or whatever. So I was like, I'll just grab that one. But yeah, okay, I'll give you this. So me is sorry that my appearance may have changed and caused you tremblies in your boots. But don't you worry now about that at all. Me is not here to frighten, but to educate that you, the Joes of Subway sandwich, they certainly, hey though, they're not using real tuna. Me say, that's quite a lie. That's quite a lie. Me move to strike from the record. Jimmy Jones spies are in our midst. In the way that we hope you have a wonderful evening as well as a wonderful weekend as well. Me cannot help the face that we might wear now, but don't you worry now, because inside we is all the same. So have a great one. They're bad now. Oh,
we saw pinks and sads.
yeah, I gotta walk the line on what he says.
Ryder says, does Leto's Joker sound like Caitlyn Jenner to you? I don't actually know what Caitlyn Jenner sounds like, so I can't actually answer that question.
Like, what do you like? Does it sound like a dude that had a sex change? Like, I don't like. What do you mean? Like I don't know. I don't know what that means. I mean, I thought he was talking about like, does he look like Caitlyn Jenner? I was like, I don't think he does, but he was blurry. It was a blurry fucking face. Are you talking about the Suicide Squad Joker?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, Leto's Joker. I don't know. I wish I could answer that. I don't
that motherfucker looks like a little bit more handsome Flea from the Red Hot Chili Peppers that's been working as a street vendor for the last 10 years and never made it as in the band.
Hey, okay. So this is the part. Hey, do you have a phone to look at?
Mm-hmm.
We got something fun. Yeah, JT Customs movie news. I know. We talked about movie news before the break, and now we're going to continue to talk about movie. We've only been back for 2 minutes, JT. Jesus Christ, hold on to your dick.
You made out with your own sister. There's a fun fact. No, you didn't. I hope you did. That's from Eurotrip, guys. Underrated as fuck. Comedy.
Yeah, it's a funny ass movie. I like his mail system. It's like mail, motherfucker. Anyways,
good. Scotty doesn't know.
This is crazy, guys. This is just a fun time at Ridgemont High. Joe Pesci's house has been listed on Zillow, and we together on a special field trip are going to go take a tour of Joe Pesci's mansion. That's for sale.
So wait, you're going? Oh, you just want me to be on like in the chat?
Oh, yeah, on the YouTube so you can see.
Oh yeah, I don't know why I exited off the like I thought you were going to give me the link.
No,
I always have the phone up anyway, so I can see the chat, so it's all good.
Joe Pesci's house is for sale on Zillow, and it's in New Jersey. So he stayed in New Jersey. He bought this big ass mansion, and now it's for sale. Don't know why. Don't know what's going on there. But this shit's fucking crazy. Watch this with us, guys. Look at this. So this is Zillow. This is Joe Pesci's house. $6,500,000. 8 bedrooms. 8 bathrooms. 7,219 square foot in Lafayette, New Jersey. And all right, let's look at these pictures.
Okay. I swear, if Joe Pesci like told me, hey, it's only going to be 6.5 to own this, I'd be like, you're a funny guy. You're a real funny fucking guy.
There you go. Let me take this.
God damn, that looks like a golf course.
Yeah, dude, it's fucking huge. What are you doing? What happened?
That looks like some Disney resort shit.
Dude, it's fucking huge. It's massive. And then, all right, so that not only does he have a pool, but the pool overlooks the water. And in New Jersey, that's probably the best view you're going to get. I don't know. I've never been to New Jersey, but okay, so let's take a look inside. That's the sexualness.
I already feel like to be there. I mean, it's Joe Pesci. Joe Pesci can own this, but if I owned it, I'd look like a fucking like Colombian drug lord. They'd be like, "How you got that?"
Stacey James says it looks like an indoor water park. It legit does.
It does. Yeah.
But we got. All right. There's another view of it. I guess that's the driveway, looking sexual. Then you got. Look at that, dude. Look at that nice fucking swervy ass staircase there. You see that chair behind the staircase? I think that's the chair from like one of the mob movies, dude. There's a close-up look of it here in a second. God
damn, dude. You know what? If I had like that fucking top part on the ceiling looks like half a McDonald arch.
It does, dude.
Like he's just on fire. I'd sit on top of that and do yoga naked because I'd be like, I've made it.
You should have put it in a pole like Ghostbusters that he could just.
God damn! Look at that winding staircase. Holy shit!
I know, dude. Joe Pesci is rolling in this shit. Here's the chair here. I don't know what this chair's. I don't know if it's Casino or something like that, or from Good. I don't know what it's from, but it definitely looks like one of those old school mafia chairs, right?
So somebody was saying Scarface. Yeah, dude. When you walk in, I would have it linked up as soon as I open the door. That push it to the limit would come on. Like I would just walk around my house with that song.
Ahead, you gotta push it.
Whoa, what is that? A barber chair?
Yeah, dude. That's what I'm saying. That's the one that was from like I think it's from like Goodfellas or something. I don't know which movie it's from, but it's got to be from something. Check out this fucking room, dude. He's not only got an acoustic, he's got a nice Fender set up there. He's got lots of pictures of some Raging Bull pictures there going on. He's got the electric guitar. He's got the whole nice setup going on. Going to the next one. It's a little bit more of the same room. Got 2 pianos, back-to-back pianos happening, and then the director's chairs, which are probably some fun from some awesome fucking movie. Dude, look
I can't keep up with there's a delay.
Okay. Well, I'll give it a second, but in this one, it's another angle of the same room, but there is a picture on the wall, and it's like a meme that he had blown up, and it says, "If you ain't adding to this shit, don't ask me for shit."
Well, I was looking. I don't know which one you're on right now. Oh, well, you already moved it. Yeah. Like, I don't know that. Yeah, that's such an open space. It almost looks like he goes and prays in front of that meme. Like, it's like there's nothing else except you walk in and your eyes immediately go to that picture. So it's like that's where I have my naked like sex with my meme.
You can
Like
tell.
I strip naked and have candles around when no one's looking, and I just say I'm the greatest fucking badass that's ever been.
When you go over to his house, you go to watch the ball game. You're like, "Hey man, can I get one of those hot dogs?" And he just points to the pictures. Like, if you ain't adding to this shit, don't ask me for shit.
Why is he selling it? Is he just broke?
I doubt he's broke. I mean, he's doing well. Maybe he's just moving or something. I don't know.
Living like that, I mean, shit. I wonder what the fucking payments a month are on just something like that. Like,
good lord, dude. I know. There's a poster in this one of Michael Jackson's Moonwalker, which Joe Pesci was in, I guess. I never saw it. I don't know. Just a different angle of the room. There's some other shit here. Look at that fucking kitchen, dude. He's got the wine cooler refrigerator thing there. All that shit.
Hold on. I'm 30 seconds behind, Clinton. God damn.
Yeah, dude. We should all, as a Wham family, just buy this house and have Scarefest in it next year.
That'd be better. I would love to do that. Like, it'd be a little nice B&B.
Dude, are those squares in the kitchen the fucking like refrigerator and the goddamn freezer? Holy balls, dude. They're just like a part of the wall.
Listen, that's the kind of kitchen that you have, and you have nothing playing on the radio except P. Diddy and Mace from 1998. When people come over and you have Cristal. You have Cristal lined up.
Over there looking at me, my girl standing there.
Yeah, dude, that like more money, more problems. That's what that is. That's what that is. Bad boy for life.
Katie said that dishwasher's like 20 years old.
I don't give a good goddamn. I bet it still washes them dishes.
I would buy that house for Katie, and she'd be like, "Mike, this dishwasher's like 20 years old." I'm like, "I'm doing my best, goddamn it,
dude." I listen. If I walked in, that dishwasher was 20, 30, 50 years old. I'd be like, that bitch still washed dishes. And I know it wouldn't be 50 years old. Well, no, I guess it could be 50. I don't know when dishwashers came out, but either way,
you got the Swan there.
What the fuck is that?
Swan.
Is that the fucking? I don't even know where you are. Like, what the shit is that? Is that the kitchen?
I don't know.
I mean,
it's so big. I don't know.
Kitchen. No. What the fuck am I looking at? Is that like a freezer and a refrigerator?
That's what I was saying, dude. The freezer and the refrigerator is like inside the fucking wall. It's crazy.
Yeah. I'm not keeping. Yeah, there's too much of a delay. I can't see that. But that, holy shit, you could store. See, that's why Joe Pesci wanted that. He could store the fucking bodies in there and then still go in there and get his favorite treat.
It literally looks like a house that he owns in Casino. Like his character in Casino would own this house. You know what I mean? I'm gonna start going through these a little bit quicker here. Just that table alone, dude. I could see the whole cast of the Goodfellas sitting there and eating some fucking crab legs. You know, be amazing. I don't know why the fuck he has this carousel horse, but whatever. You know, you got a house that big, you got to fill it with something, right? I'll give it a second, let you catch up to this room because this is the best room.
What the fuck is going on? God damn. I missed the fucking roundy table. That looks like the fucking Knights of the Round Table.
It does. Dude,
I'm missing everything.
Hey, I'm on the Lethal Weapon one right now when you get to it. This is like his ode to himself, right? I have one big critique with this room. I love this room. You got a Lethal Weapon 3 pinball machine, okay? You've got every poster from his movies, from Gone Fishing with fucking Danny Glover to Goodfellas. And you got his Oscar poster in there. You got a Bronx Tale over the top of the TV. A goddamn room that any of us would love to hang out in.
Hey, you know what? No, that room is badass. That's where he plays Wii golf and he wins every time.
You're like, over my fucking head.
Hey, man, I love that
fucking
room. You know what's weird? I would have all that shit, and I would probably just sit in that broken ass. It's not broken, but I would sit in that lonely leather chair in the far back and never really enjoy the rest of it. I was just like, I bought this because I could, and then be really lonely. And then, like, I don't know, but that's what I feel like he does. I feel like he just sits in that leather chair and looks around the room. You're like, I own all of this,
dude,
but I have no one to share it with.
The problem,
they fuck me. They fuck me. Fuck me. Fuck me.
They fuck you in the drive-thru. That's how they get you. They fuck you in the drive-thru. But dude, I got one qualm with this fucking room, Joe Pesci. You're Joe goddamn Pesci. What is up with that tiny ass fucking Vizio you got over there? Not even put on the goddamn wall.
Hey, you know what? You know what that was? That probably was a purchase after he realized he spent way too much on everything else. He's like, that's all I can afford right now is a little 32-inch Vizio.
You gotta upgrade that TV, dude. You gotta upgrade that TV, Joe Pesci. And then more posters, more badass. You got Once Upon a Time in America, the Enforcer, nice little seashell type bar going on there in the corner. You got more of the same there. A lot of fucking drinks and stuff going on. Another kitchen, just an extra kitchen happening.
Yeah, I mean, somebody actually asked though. They were like, "Man, that's a good question. Does it come fully furnished?"
That's what I'd wonder too. But apparently it's been on the market since 2019, so I gotta imagine maybe it does. Then you got this room, dude. It looks like a fucking restaurant. His home has a goddamn restaurant in it. It's like, hey, you want to come eat some fucking seashells by the seashore? We got the fucking dock and everything out here, but the chairs are like plastic. It looks like a fucking Denny's. I don't know. It's weird.
Oh, I like. You know what? I would eat that. It actually looks like a closed up Red Lobster that nobody goes to anymore. But at the same time, it's got a wonderful view.
It does. I like Clinton said no Home Alone poster, right? It's definitely missing some Home Alone aesthetic for sure. There's a badass room upstairs going on. There's the fucking balcony, dude. You go out there to smoke a goddamn stogie. You're living the best life of all time. You're like the Wolf of Wall Street, only you're Joe Pesci, which is even cooler.
This goddamn delay is really goddamn chapping my butthole. I'm getting real fucking pissed about it.
There shouldn't be a delay because you should be seeing what they're seeing.
No, I'm literally seeing 30 seconds behind.
That's weird. I don't know. As you catch up to it, though, this room really chaps my ass. Actually, it doesn't chap my ass because I actually like it. He's got a fucking 1980s Zenith goddamn tube TV on a little fucking Oshkosh Bagosh Bugle Boy fucking counter that looks like it was made for a 7-year-old. I love this room. I don't know what all the cool stuff and the plaques on the wall. But look at that fucking TV, though. That looks like the TV I first watched Star Wars on as a kid when I stayed home from school and watched the whole trilogy on a tiny little tube TV.
That actually looks like the only like normal looking room that anybody would recognize right away when they walked in it. It's not like highfalutin and fancy at all. Like you've got a tube TV that Blockbuster would have set up that would be able to, you could, yeah, that's a perfect, I like that room. That's a very relaxing room. I feel good about that room.
And then this other room here, as you catch up to it, again, the TV game is off. You got these weird purple chairs, Joe. You got a weird purple fucking blinds going on in the corner there. You got the Catholic cross and then another Memoirs of the Geisha type thing going on. Why is the bed in the middle of the goddamn room? I don't understand what's going on here. It's scooted as close to the TV as possible. And then the other side.
That looks like the room that Patrick Bateman would say, just don't stand there and stare at it, eat it.
Exactly, dude. And you'll see in this next picture, I finally realized why the bed is pushed to the middle of the goddamn room is because the bed is flush with the goddamn mirrors, which mean that Joe Pesci likes to watch himself fuck. There's no other reason for the bed to be in the middle of the goddamn room away from everything else, but it's centered perfectly with the mirrors.
Hey, Joe Pesci might have a lot of enemies. He has to have a 360 view around every goddamn section of him.
That's a good point. Yeah,
I mean, come on.
All I can do now is imagine Joe Pesci watching himself fuck. That's all I can do. And
hey, you know what? If you were Joe Pesci, trust me, you'd want to watch yourself fuck. Why wouldn't you?
That's a good point. That's a good point. And the rest
that hairy ass just slamming down on some sexy girl. That's it.
Don't you ever try to give me head again. Ever. And then the only problem I have with this is that you got this $6 million fucking mansion with all this great Joe Pesci stuff inside of it. But then you see the outer view and dude, he's surrounded by goddamn neighbors. Imagine being Joe Pesci's neighbor and like just going in your backyard and Joe Pesci's out there shirtless swimming in his goddamn pool. Like these houses are too close together to be New Jersey homes that cost $6 million fucking dollars.
I don't think he'd probably be out there. I mean, maybe we would go out there naked, and that's probably why we would never be invited into an upscale neighborhood such as this.
That's true.
I think that Joe Pesci, you know, if I saw Joe Pesci just hanging out by his fucking pool, I'd be like, hey, that casino's still paying dividends, hey, Joe?
I'm like, hey, man, let's smoke a stogie.
Fuck your mother. Go fuck your mother.
How's your mother? Good. She's tired from fucking my father.
Yeah, dude, that looks amazing. You know, it really is interesting, though, because it kind of makes you wonder why he's selling it.
I don't know.
Because I mean,
maybe he just wants to get the fuck out of New Jersey.
Well, yeah, who wouldn't? But no, I'm kidding. I've never been to. I've never been to Jersey.
Pleasant, though.
I've never been to Jersey. I did go from Jersey, but never fucking been there. But no, yeah, I don't know. You know who's gonna buy that? It's fucking Pauly D from Jersey Shore. It's gonna be Jersey Shore at Joe Pesci's house.
Marco says his house has straight out of Mafia vibes going on. I can totally see that, man. It looks like somewhere you go because like you're rich as fuck, but the FBI has to hide you. It kind of looks like that, doesn't it? Like he rolled on everybody.
It kind of looks like the house they used as a base in the Fast and the Furious when they were just spying on Dom.
It does, dude. It really does. I don't know why I wanted to look at that, but I saw the article that was posted about it, and I clicked on it, and I saw that. As soon as I saw that tube TV, I was like, we got to talk about this tonight.
Hey, man, if it were an option for us, like, if I had $7 million... I'm like, fuck it. You only live once. I'll spend 6.5 of that bitch on that fucking house and live there for 2 months because I can't afford the payments.
What do you think that home costs in like California, though? You know what I mean?
Probably twice that. I mean, I have no idea. Especially
but $6
on
million
like
sounds like a lot, even for a home that big. No,
an ocean view with its own dock,
yeah,
like massive as fuck, with its own pool and hot tub attachment and all that shit. I mean, goddamn. And it's
Yeah.
probably in like one of the most upscale parts of Jersey, which there aren't a lot. So I mean, doing that.
You're 2 miles away from the bada bing.
Hey, you know what? Hey, you know what? Fuck you. I'm from Queens. I'm from Queensy. Fuck you.
Do we have anybody here in the chat from New Jersey? They're probably
I'm sure there
fucking
are.
like fuming right now if they are.
Yeah, you know, if you is, call your father because he owes me some fucking money. Shut your mouth. Shut your fucking mouth. I'll talk to him like I'm from fucking Brooklyn. Go make me a pizza. No, I don't know. I'm just saying, like, in California, it'd be, yeah, dude. Like, you look at the way it's oceanfront view. It's like, again, another built-in dock. I'm sure he had a boat.
Yeah, Cheyenne
It's also-
says that would be 20 million in California.
Yeah, I mean, easy.
Yeah,
And if it was in New York, it'd probably be the same or whatever. But I'm saying like I don't know if it makes me feel bad though, because I hope that Joe Pesci's doing all right financially. But it's also kind of hard for me to say I feel bad for anybody that had a $6.5 million home.
yeah, I'm sure he's doing fine. Like, he could just be fucking. For all we know, it's his fucking vacation home. You know what I mean? He has family in New Jersey, and he just bought that to visit him. I mean, fuck. People, Tom Brady, people are selling their houses all the time. Aaron Rodgers just bought a house.
Well,
in, like,
no,
Malibu.
but you look at someone like Nicolas Cage that was selling all his homes because he was fucking broke.
Yeah,
And I mean, that really hadn't come out yet that he was broke, and that's why he was selling his shit.
yeah. But I mean, there's broke, and then there's I have to sell my mansion in Hollywood Hills to buy a mansion in fucking Nebraska broke. Like, you're not really broke.
If some of these people went and lived in a 3-story house in the middle of like Denver, they'd be like, "Oh God, I'm fucking alone, and I'm on my last dollar." And you're like, "What the fuck are you talking about? You have $5 million still."
Dude,
God damn it! I never thought I'd live like the little people.
That's what I'm saying. So let me ask you this. I think this is an important question to ask anybody. If you had, I don't know, $10 million, let's say $20 million. Okay.
Yeah.
You had $20 million that was yours, that you owned.
Yeah. Yeah.
What would you like? Literally, what would you do? Like, what exactly?
Dude, I've got it set up. Like, if I ever got like any, like, I'll even go 10 million. Like, 10 million seems like,
No, let's
I'll
do
just
10.
go. All right, let's go 10. If I had $10 million, I'd pay off my car. I'd pay off all the loans.
You pay off your fucking Hyundai. You wouldn't go
Yeah.
like buy a new one.
I like my Hyundai, and I would own it. I would pay off my Hyundai. I'd pay off my Hyundai Elantra, and it would be mine. So fuck it. And it's still, it's still good for another 100,000 miles probably. I wouldn't buy a new car. Then I'd pay off my student loans. I'd pay off some other loans that I got, some outstanding bullshit. And then I'd buy an incognito house. I'd say like a $95,000, $100,000 home. Not a big deal. I want the only thing I really want is a garage door opener. So the garage door opens and closes. I want an automatic one. I think those are cool. Like when you walk in like this. And then after that, honestly, other than that, I would help out my family and friends as much as I could. I'm not giving them $1 million.
Yeah.
You're not getting $1 million. I'll give you like $100,000 or 200.
Okay, if you had $10 million and I didn't win any of it,
Yeah.
you just won it. Like, you won it in a lottery. Like,
Yeah.
how much would I get, Jay? Like,
I said I'd probably give you a $250,000, $500,000. That'd be 250 or 500,000.
That'd be fucking amazing. That's
Yeah.
that's
I'll
fair.
take care of people. I'll take care of people. I mean, and then other people in my family that I don't really like, they're gonna get a cool $10,000.
Yeah.
But anyway, and the rest of it, I'd invest and I just live off the fucking dividends. That'd be it. And I would do you know what I'd do then? I would do fucking. I'd love to be like Mr. Beast and just be able to go on streams
Yeah.
and give people like thousands of dollars and just watch their reactions and film it. That would be awesome. But
Yeah.
I'd be too selfish to be like, I can't do that. Like Mr. Beast seems like a really wholesome dude. I'd be
Yeah.
like, nah, this is my money now. Like, I'm sorry.
That's kind of what I would do too. Like, I would give you like about the same amount of money. I would give certain people in my life a certain amount of money, right? I would buy a house that was like,
Mhm.
I'd say probably $250K. If I made $10 million, I'd probably buy a $250,000 house, like a nice ass. You get a nice ass house somewhere. But then again, I also got to think about location. I might want a $250,000 house, but I kind of want that shit on the beach. So,
Now
yeah.
you're
So,
talking about-
so I
now
guess
you're
I got to
talking about
spend
almost
about
$1 million or half
yeah.
a million.
All right, so I'll drop $1 million on my own house, but I'll pay it.
No, maybe a $500,000.
Either way, I'll pay it off though. I'll pay it off. I'll get the best location possible. And then I got to get one more home, though, because if you're going to have a home on the beach, you don't know, hurricanes, shit like that. So you got to have one more home. Now, this home would be quaint. It would be far more modest. It would be like a $150K home somewhere middle America, away from tornadoes, somewhere really safe. Just in case.
Look, why aren't you going to buy a house in fucking Wisconsin?
Because of snow, dude. There's too much snow.
But Green Bay, you love fucking Green Bay. You can lick their cock right from your house.
You got a good point there. I do love to lick Green Bay's cock. But, I could afford to just fly to the games if I wanted to. I have $10 million. I can afford to go there.
You need one house. All you need is one house.
All I'm thinking of is fuck you money. That's all I want. That's all I've ever wanted in my entire life is fuck you money. Is because, and I don't need it to be a house on the beach. But if I had $10 million, it would be. But fuck you money is you buy the house, you pay for it, nobody can take it away from you. Now, if that house is going to be on the beach, then I have to have a safety plan because the weather can take it away from me. So I'm going to buy a house in the safest place in the United States of America where there's almost no weather. I don't know where that's going to be yet. I got to research it, but I'm going to buy a cheap little house there, cheapish house there. And then I'm going to take a portion of that. I'm going to give it away to people, give it away to a lot of fucking people. Then I'm going to take another portion of that and I'm going to invest it, like you said, into a lot of shit.
And live. Yeah, there you go.
And here's the deal. The investments I will never touch for personal gain. The investments will only be if they go up, I'm donating that shit. I'm fucking donating.
Christ.
I'm giving it away. The more and more it goes up, I'm giving it the fuck away. That way I can hopefully, and then I'm going to take a big ass nest egg, not too big because I want them to be able to provide for themselves, and I'm going to put it away for my kids.
I like some of what you're saying, but I also felt like when you were talking, the more that you described what you were going to do, I was going to read in the newspaper, millionaire winners blows all money in 3 years. Because I was like, you're going like a fucking turbo jet through your goddamn money, really fast.
Well, I wouldn't buy like a Maserati. I wouldn't buy a Maserati.
You got two houses. You already got two houses.
I got two houses, but one of them's going to be like $150K,
but you have the other one's going to be $500,000.
$500,000. I got 10 though. I got 10. And
you know what? Fuck you, because I know now I'm not going to get no money.
I told you I'm going to give you some of that money. Like you're on the list of people I'm going to give money to. No, I'll give you more. I told you like $250,000. Like you said to me, about $250,000.
You only said that because I said that first.
Well, that sounds good. That's a good number.
All right. Well, either way, you know what?
I'll buy my mom a house. I'll buy Katie's parents a house because they've always supported me. They've always been wonderful. I'll buy them both like about a $500K house. I'll get them both a big fucking house. All right. So that's $1 million, right?
God damn.
Yeah, I'll get them big fuck. I'll set them up
nice. You're
nice.
fucking bleeding this out your asshole.
Set them up nice. Okay. Because and then that's $1 million. About $1 million on myself. Gonna buy a couple cars, put them away.
Yeah.
Put those away just in case anything happens. And then, it does go a little faster than you think it would.
You're spending it like fucking water in the Sahara. That motherfucker's like leaking. Hey, but you know what? It's your, by the way, I would say this to 100%. Somebody said they'd rob me. Bitch, I would have the greatest goddamn security system since Elon Musk invented the fucking microchip. Nobody would rob me. And you know why I would have such a low-key home? Because nobody would fucking know that I had that money ever. I would keep my shit low-key as fuck.
I would not buy a nice car. You know why I would not buy a nice car?
That's why I got my Hyundai Elantra.
The Elantra, I would buy I'd buy like a 2007 Silverado.
What?
That's fancy to me.
Yes, I know what that
it's 15 years old, but it's fancy to me. Like a 2007 Silverado is a nice fucking car. I'm driving a 1997 Jeep.
That's like, dude, I swear to God. That's like saying, hey man, you should go out there and buy yourself a 2009 goddamn Jeep Durango.
But hey,
Big Daddy has a Jeep Durango.
That's what I'm saying though. It's like, hey, I own that Jeep though. I own that 97 Jeep with tape in the window and 200,000. So I'm proud of that fucking Jeep. But I would buy a decent. I'd be like, okay, a 2000. Maybe a 2014 Silverado. Okay, I'd go that far, and I'd keep it nice. I'd take care of it, and that's mine. Nobody could take that from me. It's not fancy, so I don't have to feel like a douchebag when I drive to Walmart to pick up some fucking eggs. You know what I mean? But it is a nice car.
Well, actually, speaking of which, Gary Catlow says, "Jay, Mike, I have a great idea. Let's rob a bank together." Lol. You know what? Hey, I would have said yes, except you said it on a public chat. In the middle of the internet. You literally just implicated yourself, and if Mike and I said yes, we are fucked, my sir.
Hey.
So there's a little thing called private messages. I love Heat too. I watch the movie a lot, but sometimes I don't think it's a good idea to go try to rob a bank. But who knows?
Dude, I will say this. If I ever woke up in a happy death day type scenario where like I could just live the day over and over again, one of the first things I'd fucking do is rob a bank. I would make sure nobody got hurt. I would not shoot anybody. I wouldn't even be
Like a thrill.
Yeah, I'd be the nicest bank robber of all time. But dude, there's a piece of me that has always wanted to fucking rob a goddamn bank.
Yeah.
I really want to.
You know what I want? Yeah. Because it's already like everybody fucking ruined it like last year, the year before. Like, I mean, I swear to God, dude, like I don't know why. I want to make a mad dash for Area 51's front gate. Like, I want to make it to there. I want to get to the I want to make it as far in and look inside a hangar and see if there's a fucking UFO and an alien with a finger up somebody's butt.
That did get ruined for you. The internet ruined that.
I know, but I wanted, because make fun of it or whatever. But dude, I always thought that'd be cool. Like, there's like, what if you just had like Superman powers and you could just fucking burst in there and like blow up shit and look around like, where's the alien and where's the alien?
You probably wouldn't find shit. I guarantee aliens exist, and I can almost also guarantee that there's none of them in Area 51. That's just how I feel about life.
You know what somebody said? Well, I think Area 51 may have something. I don't know, but I do know that somebody else was like, I don't know if it's a comedian. I don't want to try to steal anybody's thunder, but somebody was like, yeah, they always talk about Area 51, but what about the other fucking 50 areas? Did everybody just forget about those? What is going on?
I'll say this, though. Oh, so the reason that this popped into my head, apart from Joe Pesci's house, was Katie and I watched Adam McKay's movies this week because the GameStop thing. The Big Short. Have you ever seen The Big Short? It's got Batman, fucking Christian Bale, Steve Carell, Ryan Gosling. Awesome fucking movie. It's about stocks. The Big Short, fucking hilarious, dude. It's
I've
all
never
about.
seen it.
Oh, dude, you gotta watch it. It's all about stocks, but it's one of the funniest movies I've ever seen in my entire life. Anyways, we watched that, and at the end of it, they were like, these people made like $292 billion. So then we started talking about like
$1 billion?
$1 billion, like
holy shit,
fucking crazy amounts of money. And then we started talking about like Jeff Bezos and shit like that, and like how much money they have. And it's like, if I had that kind of money though, if you had like $300 billion, let's just say, or even $20 billion, the first goddamn thing I do is give away. If I have $200 billion, the first thing I do is give away $199 billion. I would literally give away $199 billion to the needy, to the poor, to whatever, to cancer research. So $199 billion fucking gone off the books the first minute I have it because I don't need it.
So you're gonna do that? Thank God, because I'm keeping mine.
I'm
you
trying to seem like a good person, but what the fuck can you do beyond $1 billion?
Oh yeah.
How?
Oh, the leap of faith. Yeah, good for you, man. You know what? I'd give some because I don't. You know what it is. The reality of it is, I wouldn't give all that money away to charities because most charities are fucking bullshit.
Okay, I would research them very well.
Yeah, you have to. You know what I'd do if I were gonna do that? I would start my own charities where I would know the money was actually going to places that needed it.
Yeah, but then you're working. Then you're working.
Well, but that would be something that you would be getting into heaven for some shit. I don't know. You're buying points for heaven.
Hey, buddy, I think $199 billion gets you into heaven no matter where you put it.
$199 billion to fucking corrupt charity organizations.
I'm talking about like the Children's Hospital, like legit shit.
I would rather
fucking save the dolphins for Leonardo DiCaprio's fucking mistress. You know what I mean? Like
I would rather just start it, or I would take it to them personally. Be like, now I'm gonna watch you cash that fucking check. Sure. I was like, I'm gonna watch you.
Randomly, like, have you guys cured cancer? What the fuck? Where's the cancer cure?
I would do, dude. I would. Yeah. I'd show up there like Leonardo DiCaprio and kick the fucking door and be like, now cash the fucking check, cash the fucking check, and let me give it to the children. Give it to the fucking children. Yeah. I want to see them get the money.
I want to see that kid. I want you to go in there. I want a stripper to go in there and fucking rain money on everyone.
Not the children.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, but it's like Children's Hospital don't have a stripper show up.
But
like,
in some way, form, or fashion, the right way, the correct way, I would immediately give away $199 billion.
No, I get what you're saying. And then because I would never, you'd never spend it.
No, yeah. So I don't understand why these people even keep it. What's the fucking point of keeping it at all? Give it the fuck away. You know what I mean? I don't know.
Yeah, I just think of that commercial, and I swear to God, it was so fucking fake. And I felt bad for those kids, man. Like that kid with the fly on his face that he, never smacked away, and I'm trying to feed the kids and whatever. That Larry Jones that used to come on late night TV. That guy seemed as fake as fuck, dude. He was like, every dollar 75%, 75 cents go to the children. That motherfucker was literally the worst snake oil car salesman I've ever seen in my life.
He was taking a quarter of the dollar from these kids.
No, he was because he's like, we need to support our organization. I wouldn't give that motherfucker a buffalo nickel soaked in piss, let alone $1 a month.
Yeah, you got.
I don't believe any of that shit. But yeah, dude, you're right. If you had 300, if you had that much money, you're never going to spend $1 billion normal your entire. I keep 2 just in case I got crazy one year. I don't know what I do, but
Katie was trying to give me shit in the chat. She said Mike's investments are sports cards, which is true. I will literally spend money on sports cards because they are investments, because I know who's going to fucking turn up later in 2 years and I'm going to sell that shit. But what I'm saying is I would do dumb shit with money, dude. Like if I had it, I would buy frivolous shit, because my income my entire life has just been like, when I was a kid, if I got a $15 CD, I was like, oh my fucking God, that thing was like a gold nugget to me. I would buy shit like that. I would buy, like, I want the entire fucking, like, I would have an entire basement.
Like the Topps 1991 unopened box sets.
Oh, not just cards. Yeah, cards would be ridiculous. But I would have like compact discs. I would have like the greatest compact disc. I would have the greatest VHS collection of all time. I would have a VHS. I would have the sexiest VCR you've ever seen hooked to a goddamn a 300-foot goddamn TV.
My boner is getting harder by the second when you're talking like this.
Dude. And
I'll be doing the same thing.
We've talked about this before. If you and I ever had throwaway money, we would take over the globe. We would take over the globe with video rental stores and laser quests.
Yeah.
And we would open them up to lose money on them, so people could experience laser quests and video rental stores.
That's it. And you know what we call it? $1 billion rentals.
And we would work in that bitch. We would work there every night.
I'd do that shit for free every day. But yeah, dude. He's like, speaking of the greatest VCR you've ever seen, I want to buy a goddamn because I never had one, but I want a laser disc player, like a big fat fucking laser disc player that takes up half the room, and I want the most platinum ultimate editions of Terminator 2 on laser disc that you've ever seen, unopened and then open, so I can watch it. And then I'm gonna buy comic books. I'm gonna buy Action Comic Books #1, and I'm gonna put it in a glass case so that when you walk in my fucking $100,000 home, it's gonna be the first thing you see, like, oh, is that Action Comics #1 reprint? It's like, no, that's Action Comics #1 near mint condition, 9.8. Thanks.
See, now we say, hey, I don't need a fancy car, I don't need a fancy house, but then when you start to think about shit, you're like, dude, I'd buy the fucking Batmobile. I'd have the fucking Batmobile. And you know what? All of a sudden, I'm like, dude, I'm out of money. Like, what the fuck happened?
You know what I do? I would tell everybody I would live incognito and I would live low key. And no, I wasn't going to buy anything crazy, but then I would rent a storage garage somewhere deep away, like 2 miles and or 3 miles away from my house. And I would buy the Back to the Future car, the Ghostbusters car, the Batmobile car. And I would just have them set in my garage. And I would just rub on them and stuff when I went in there to just look at them and stuff. Like, these are mine. And it'd be like your toy collection sitting out. I would never drive them, but I would just have them, and I would touch them and stuff and sit inside of them and pretend that I was in the movie.
Yeah,
and we can make videos in front of them.
That's my money would get the money that I kept. I would give a lot of it away, but the money that I kept for myself would get wasted so quick on dumb shit. I would buy I would have Blu-rays and shit. And Blu-rays is the most wasted money commodity of all time, because then 4K comes out, and then something else comes out. But I would just buy the dumbest. I would buy cheap. I would go to the flea market and probably spend 20 goddamn grand. Yeah, at the flea market.
And you know what? It makes you feel good when you leave, because you're like, I'm giving these people that are putting their items on sale at flea markets, I'm giving them money. I'm doing the Lord's work. By the way, this is the weirdest thing, dude. This is why this show is so strange and on its tippy toes, because we were talking about Joe Pesci and doing a virtual tour of his mansion, and then that somehow toxic avengered and morphed into fucking us. What will we do with billions of dollars or $20 million? And everybody's involved, like we're fucking in 7th grade and it's the first day of class and we're all sitting around the gymnasium and we're saying, what would you do with 20 million?
It's the goddamn point of this show, right?
I love it. I love it. It's the randomness of life. It's the spice of life that makes it fly. Yes. And that's just the best part. I love it.
I love it too, man.
That's what I was like, hey man, you know what? I was like, I hope we talk about what if we got $20 million? It's like, what if you it's like one of those things. Like, what if you were dropped in 1974 in New York and you only had $20 in your pocket, and you look like Sylvester Stallone, what do you do?
Dan Heron says Jersey is very underrated. Got some great conventions and beaches are nice. Also home of Jason Voorhees and the Jersey Devil. Need a Wham invasion here. You know what? Based on all of the shit that we've talked about in New Jersey tonight, I feel like when we do go on our world tour that we're planning on doing someday, meaning like within the 3 states closest to us that we can afford,
That's the world tour for us.
on a Taco Bell budget. When we do that, we should probably hit up New Jersey and see what's going on down there.
Hey, you'll hear us on the boardwalk. You'll hear in the most Kentucky way ever. T-shirt time.
Walk out.
T-shirt time.
Michael Myers comes out with a t-shirts gun and just starts pelting people in the fucking face.
Hey, yo, I'm Mike the Situation. This is my John Deere. We gonna be cruising up and down the boardwalk. Check us out.
Podcast 1919 says, Mike, my family has a house across from Lambeau. Just saying, if they allow people next season, we are going to a September game. Come
Holy
with
shit.
us. Dude, hey, let me tell you.
Hey, go bunk beds.
One of the most proud moments of my adult life was last season. I paid and bought tickets. My dad has been a lifelong Packers fan his entire life, and he's he's in his late 70s, I believe, and or early 70s, and he has never been to a game at Lambeau, so that was like a big deal to him. And I bought tickets to Lambeau to the third game of the season. It was a big deal. And then fucking COVID happened and we couldn't go. Yeah. We're absolutely, though. I'm buying tickets again this year as soon as available, and we're coming to Lambeau.
You ain't gotta. They just said they live across the street from Lambeau. Go shack up with them and take their tickets.
I don't think it was necessarily an invite. I just think he said come to the game with us, which we'll be glad to share a beer with you.
I thought you meant shack up with them.
Can we stay at your house? Because seriously, we might need to. Those tickets are expensive.
We've had people offer us to stay at their home. Like, yeah, man, I'll do it.
In a heartbeat. Gary Catlett says, Jay, Mike, I have a great idea. Let's rob a bank together. Did I already read that? Because I think I did.
Yeah, he credited himself. That motherfucker's going to be on True Crime Daily. Like, with Chris Hansen hosting. And I'm not talking about the sexual, like, predator thing. I'm talking about the True Crime Daily. Chris Hansen hosts it.
I see here. Yeah. Gypsy Warrior says, Margot Robbie in a bathtub would fix education. Talking about The Big Short. Dude, I'm telling you, you got to watch The Big Short. You're going to fucking love it, dude. And I know it's right up your fucking alley. Everybody in the chat, man, go watch The Big Short.
I didn't know that they made a movie about my penis. That's weird.
Courtney Reese said, mashed potatoes, overrated. I said it.
Mashed potato, overrated. Who said that? Courtney Reese. Courtney, what you thought? He's saying mashed potatoes overrated. Me friend, me think your opinion might be overrated right now. You talking about mashed potatoes? You can boil them, smash them, stick them in a stew. What you mean?
I like mashed potatoes.
Hey man, I do. Like, you know what? Yeah, dude, I love that scene in The Nutty Professor when the dad is talking to him and he's like, yeah, but Daddy, they found all the fat and calories are found in the chicken. And then his dad is like, goes, lose weight, get in shape. I know what healthy is. As he puts that gravy on his mashed potatoes, he's like, I'll tell you something else. Open, keep her ass one way. Open was a fox. She lose all that weight. Like, that reminded me of Big Dad, dude. That shit, dude. He goes, lose weight, get in shape. I know what healthy is. And he poured that whole fucking gravy on his mashed potatoes. Dude. By the way, that's literally the family gathering at a Kentucky household. 100%. If you said you're on a weight like Sherman did, that's how your mom and dad react.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then his brother was like, you know what your problem is? You don't walk out. You walk out, you can eat anything you want. Here you go.
All I can think about, dude, is Uncle Phil in when they like he was having heart attacks and shit, and they told him like you gotta stop eating bad. In Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, you gotta stop eating bad. And he was like trying to be on a healthy diet, and he was thinking about Thanksgiving, and he was sitting at a table. He was like, "Oh, turkey, oh rolls." He was like, "Pillowy mounds of mashed potatoes." That's the fucking funniest thing I've ever heard mashed potatoes in my life. But yeah, Dan Heron says reheat your mashed potatoes. Those are good too. Hey, my wife makes really good mashed potatoes, so I'm a mashed potato fan.
You guys ever had twice baked mashed potatoes? That shit is the fucking, oh my god.
Isn't that just reheated mashed potatoes?
No, well they cook them and then you put them back in the potato and then you cook them again. It's not reheated. It's not like you put them in the microwave. You got to do. Yeah, that's right. That's how it makes you feel. You nut instantly when you eat it.
Why you
right Hey man, you squirt out so many sperm that you could fill a whole fucking preschool with the amount of soldiers that come out of that penis hole.
Oh shit! I never understood twice baked, like triple fried fucking ice cream. Like, how do you fry ice cream? Podcast 1990 says 100% an invite. Yes, come stay with us. Hey man,
there you go.
Might
Boom.
take you up on that, buddy. Might
there
take
you go
up on that. It's getting real out
and
here.
Then, and then I'm gonna do this. And then he didn't know that would be his fatal mistake.
Gypsy Warrior says Slender Man Sean Connery hybrid impression. Ooh, that's tricky.
That's a tricky one. Okay. Me suddenly remembered Miss Charlemagne. Let the rocks and the trees and the no, let me let the rocks and the birds and the trees be my army. I sit in the way because Marcus. I'm trying to do Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade. I'm doing fucking terrible. Your best. Only losers say they best.
There it is.
Winners go home and they fuck the prom queen. It sounded like a really fucking drunk Slender Man, like a really bad drunk
like
Slender
Mr. Miyagi and Karate Kid drunk when he's
Yeah,
like
yeah.
running around the house trashing shit.
Hey, bonsai! Bonsai, there your son! Bonsai!
All right, let's take a pee-pee break. We'll come back and we'll have our little Super Bowl shit and dig. Don't go nowhere. We're going to talk about butt stuff.
By the way, Austin,
What?
you're all correct. He was like, Jay is speaking in tongues. That's 100%. If someone just clipped that, like,
I can see where your brain was doing, though.
I know, it was hard, dude. It's like, clatu, veratu, nickel. Nickel.
We'll be right back, guys.
All right.
Hey guys, welcome back to We Watch Movie. I'm Mike.
I'm Jay.
And another horrible fucking goddamn awful into the night. Wipe your ass, Jim.
They just keep coming, goddamn you, Mike.
Terrible Michael Myers mask. Episode, what is it, 7 now?
I don't know.
6 or 7? Fuck,
lost
I don't
count
know. I
of all
don't pay
the
attention to
shittiness.
the things I should pay attention to in life.
I feel
That's
like
why
it
my
kills
wife doesn't
each-
like me.
It's true.
Shit.
Nip Tuck season 7 in the works right now. that's like the shittiest plastic surgery. Like after they fix your floppa-clocks and they didn't do they didn't do the pinups. Like he still has to go back for a few more surgeries.
He looks like he works at Sodexo's cafeteria.
He does.
Like, you guys want some more of that slopping Joes?
Lady, you're scaring us.
This is the homicidal hairnet.
That's the guy that works at McDonald's at 2 o'clock in the morning. Be like, I thought you made it fresh. And he looks at you like, what?
Is this the Halloween 6? Is that 6 or 12? Are they trying to? I think it's 6.
I think it's the Halloween Never.
Pantyhose and tube socks. It's not even fucking rubber, dude. It's a goddamn machine. It's Michael in Batman Begins, but he went up to Lucius Fox and was like, I need something more breathable, something silky that I can see through. It doesn't smell like a condom.
It looks like the rookie year of an NBA player on setting at the free throw line.
He's got a fucking butt crack on his head, dude.
I think they were going for the Dracula look, and it just didn't really work out for him.
All right, let's go to the next one. Oh, God.
Shawn Michaels at WWE? no chance.
You think I'm cute? Da-na-na-na.
I swear it looks like Shawn fucking Michaels. The Heartbreak Kid, sweet chin music.
Drives the girls wild.
Hey guys, I just want to live free with everybody and smoke dope.
Excuse me, sir, but I noticed that you put a plastic recyclable in the metals recyclable bin.
You guys going to Burning Man?
I think it's clearly, actually, you can tell that this isn't real. Like that they Photoshop this shit, but it's like, Kelly,
How you gonna name yourself after a damn gun and have a man bun?
It's like the motherfucker sells like crystals that would ward off evil spirits.
he kills you with his chakra. Oh, goodness gracious. Listen, I told you that my mom gave me $5. Let me in your party or I'll fucking kiss your sister, you son of a bitch. This looks like the Demolition Man version of Michael Myers, only instead of being frozen in ice, he was frozen inside of a fat girl's butt crack. He's been in that ass for years, and now he's all wrinkled and disheveled from it. It looks like Ronald McDonald.
I think he just went to McDonald's and had a Happy Meal, and he's like kind of depressed about it because his belly's upset.
It looks like he's trying to hold in a fart.
Ooh, God. And going with the theme of wrestlers, this is Sting before the final dressing.
Look, he's got that. It's like, you know I did.
First off, bitch, why are you even coming at me right now with that attitude? Because right now we can tell that you a hooker, but you sell your shit for $2 on the goddamn crack rock red light district of Vegas. I mean, get real, get serious, get woke, and get broke.
When you're trying to act like Cindy didn't hurt your feelings, but your eyes are bleeding blood, so you can't hide it.
Relax, don't do it when you wanna go through it.
What does this mean, by the way?
Con pelo
with hair.
Oh my what? God. I don't even know what that is. Is that a fucking monk?
It looks
goddamn. That's an old ass washed up monk of the Himalayas that doesn't care anymore about life. That has a Michael Myers mask on.
The night Michael Myers became the moon.
That looks like fucking Danny DeVito in a way.
He looks like a fucking moon, dude. He's got craters in his face. Looks like he got shot 6 times, but with a BB gun.
Yeah, it's an Al Buckshot.
And he's got that light brown, like a skid mark fucking stain.
This right here is Halloween 85 years later. The mask just morphed with Michael's face.
He looks like he should be on the cover of Michael Jordan cologne.
I'm just wondering. He does.
He does.
Get off my goddamn lawns.
Damn, dog, I didn't know Michael Myers liked wearing turtlenecks. Oh, it's Trump. It's Trump.
Dude,
that's what it is. This is Donald
I was
Trump.
gonna say that motherfucker looks like Bub from Day of the Dead.
Fake news. He looks like someone sucked Frankenstein's dick so bad that he lost his soul.
This guy looks like he's been working 30 years in a retail business. It looks like Jeff Goldblum had a stroke. Mama always said that I look good inside.
Let me get that side profile. No, turn it back to the front. Turn it back to the front.
That motherfucker looks like a salamander fucked a lizard. It looks like a half-formed Ninja Turtle.
He didn't even take the tag off. He's like, no, this is so nice. I want to keep the tag on just in case it's worth something later on. I don't want to ruin the value.
Oh my god,
dude, that looks like a Tinder profile picture.
I really enjoy horror movies and setting things on fire.
Plentyoffish.com.
This is what I think of Satan.
The best part though is that it looks like it's a natural picture. Like no one asked him to smile for it. He just happened to turn and look at the camera while someone was taking a picture. He was like, you know what, I like this. I think I'm gonna put it on my profile.
Do you like this Sudoku? Like what?
Do you Sudoku? His fucking ears are bigger than his head. Oh god damn it, man. That one's actually fucking scary.
Fish from the planet Neptune.
It's like that beta fish that sucks on the glass to clean the out.
Yeah, it's like a fish from the planet Neptune. And I like fishes, and I like sailors, and I like anything that make it go boom boom in the night. If you look at it long enough, it becomes Jeremy Irons.
Like it looks like Jeepers Creepers. The creeper just fucking put on a Michael Myers mask and then smelled your underwear. Oh, dude, that's the scariest thing I've ever fucking seen in my entire life.
What do you mean that Jinko's around and fucking blood Satan sucking tits aren't in?
What the fuck is this picture?
That's from his girlfriend.
What the fuck is this picture, dude? It looks like you had an earthquake on your fucking face.
Heaven was the best shot.
Fire away.
That's what he's singing.
It's like, it looks great, doesn't it? He's like, yeah, I love it, Aunt Kathy.
I thought it was going to be like your Aunt Beatrice showing up at your Halloween party. I was like, see, I'm cool. I'm Jason Kruger. Not know what they were doing.
Motherfucker looked like a regular Michael Myers mask had sex with lettuce. Fuck, I thought that was the end of it, and this one just actually scared the shit out of me.
Smoking.
He literally put dog turds for his eyebrows.
Do you want a haircut for $10? I'll give me a haircut for $10.
Yay!
Actually, you know what? It's not bad. It's just ugly as fuck.
This one? Dude, look.
It looks like William Shatner had a lot of thoughts. He got really smart overnight.
Michael, your forehead is bigger than your knife.
Day 14, no communications with the bridge. Have to go out on my own. I think they shaved.
His eyes actually look like a porn star's butthole.
I really think they shaved the hair back. Like, I think that's what happened. It looks like Egon hair.
Thank all you guys. Thank James Madden, Isaiah Munoz, Jen, Chris Ordonez for sending these masks to us in email. If you guys come across ones that are just horrible, feel free to send them to us in an email, and maybe you'll see them in a video. But until next time, which will probably be in October and will probably feature
some more masks like Jason, Freddy, shit like that. Send them to us.
Yeah, we
Whatever
gotta
you come
jump ship
across.
and start making fun of the other big franchises.
There's some dark shit out there.
Really bad
it's
ones.
It's a dark night. And get some goddamn fucking wham up in you. Oh damn! You handled that well.
I did not.
Oh, I saw. Actually, I thought I missed. I thought it didn't scare you, but then I saw into your pupil the deep peer, and now
You gotta get a rhythm.
I farted.
When you get the blues,
Come on, get
the rhythm. When you get the blues. I had a $299 billion check and I spent it on charities and I don't give a heck. Gotta get a rhythm. When you get the blues.
Podcast night says you have to outdrink all of us though for the master bedroom. That's a family tradition. That sounds fucking fun. That sounds like a good goddamn time. Goddamn, I love Wisconsin. You people are crazy and I like it. Dude, we would fit in Wisconsin. We really would.
And you gotta snort cheese.
They got good cheese in Wisconsin.
That's what I'm saying. You gotta snort cheese off a cheese head.
Gypsy Warrior says, how would Loomis market Viagra?
When you get older, sometimes you lose a little lead in your pencil. And you go and you try to have relations with a woman and you look down and it looks like a bit rubber band. That's why you take Viagra. And then all of a sudden you're standing up and you got a pogo stick between your legs ready to do it to it, Lars, for 4 hours straight. So if you got that problem in the bedroom, get yourself a third arm. Have some Viagra. 4 hours, no problem. You fuck her raw.
Oh, ow. Ow. It sounds painful.
It is painful, but it's good for you.
We've reached the Super Bowl pre-party portion of the show.
Yay!
Hey, the Super Bowl's happening Sunday night. Now, whether you watch football or you don't, most people at least partake somewhat. You eat food, you watch the commercials, you watch the halftime show.
Yeah.
Maybe your Green Bay Packers didn't make it and it makes you want to jump off a fucking roof, but you root for the team that beat the Packers to get their asses fucking stomped in. That's why the first thing I want to do, and we'll get into non-football related talk in a second, but I want to know what everyone's prediction score-wise is for the game on Sunday. I'll start. I think the Chiefs are going to beat the fuck out of the Tom Brady imposters, 35-17. That's what I'm going with. Jay, I already know your answer, but what do you think's going to happen?
Tom Brady imposters, you act like he went to Total Recall. Get your ass to Mars. Get your ass to Mars. Like, it's still Tom Brady. I feel like it's going to be 28-21 Tampa Bay, and the only reason why I say that for is that the way they played against Green Bay, look, here's two reasons why. Well, there's actually three reasons why. And I don't watch the more current news, but this is what Matt Ryan had to say. Matt Ryan himself of the Atlanta Falcons, he played Tampa Bay twice this year, and he played Kansas City. So they asked him, who do you think's going to win the Super Bowl? He went on to say he thinks that Tampa Bay, while he said, it pains me to say that, he said their defense is just way too good. It's amazing. And he said, they're the ones that ruined one of his best games this year. Like, he was throwing for over 300 yards, and they completely shut him down. So he feels like the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, their defense is going to be the deciding factor. Two, I also look at Tom Brady. Tom Brady is playing with a chip on his shoulder. He really is. He looks at, he's out at New England. They don't want him anymore because they say, you're old, Tom. You're shitty. I don't like you. Your face looks weird. And get out of town. And he's like, you know what? Fuck you. I'm going to go to Tampa Bay. I'm going to win the Super Bowl. So he's coming in with that kind of momentum. Third, I'm going to agree with Matt Ryan. Based on how they played against Green Bay, and I watched that entire game, that defense hurried Rodgers a lot, and it made Rodgers make a lot of mistakes, and Rodgers is a really good quarterback. So I feel like that is going to be the deciding factor overall. Now, look, the thing is, I feel like the best Super Bowls are always won by defensive games, and I feel like, and I just like
That's
defensive
because you're a
teams.
Giants fan.
Yeah, that's right. But I feel like those are exciting games. I feel like a defensive game, struggling against the defense and making, I feel like that's a true test of if you're going to do it. I think that this is not going to be a shootout. I mean, but Brady is Brady, and if you leave him open, if he gets hot, then it's a problem. But I don't know what the Kansas City's defense is. What I heard, it's not like they're not stellar, they're not amazing. So I mean, if they can't stop Brady, and then Tampa Bay's defense comes in and starts going after Mahomes, I don't know. But I just feel like it's Tampa Bay by a touchdown.
I think the reason that I choose the Chiefs is not just because I hate what happened to the Packers so badly. It's because the Packers had one thing of 52 goddamn plays went wrong. I mean, the second Brady had somebody in his fucking corner, Brady closed his eyes and he threw the ball up in the air. He did not want to get hit, and he threw 3 interceptions because of it. And the Packers fucked up and they weren't able to capitalize on it. But the Chiefs' defense isn't that bad. They played earlier this season and Tyreek Hill went off for almost 300 yards. I won $100 playing FanDuel on that game, by the way, because I had Tyreek Hill on my team. He went fucking crazy. And I just think that I think the Bucs offense should be better than it actually is. They have all these stars. It should be better than it actually is. I think their defense was built to beat the Packers. They have that defense and mixes with the Packers. It's like, people say styles make fights. That defense was built just to beat the Packers. It's not going to be the same way for the Chiefs. I think the Chiefs are going to go in there and they're going to railroad Tom Brady, and this is going to start Patrick Mahomes' ascension to topping Tom Brady as far as Super Bowls go.
What? And I talked to one of the biggest taint lickers of Tom Brady, my brother, and he even admits that Patrick Mahomes is on another level when it comes to how he's playing in comparison to when Tom Brady first started. He's just on another level. That he is a solid and great quarterback. Here's the thing about this is where Kansas City, and I look back at the old times, man. I look back at the formula that's set to beat Tom Brady. And look, I got no dog in this fight, because my team didn't get beat like Mike's did, or the Giants weren't even in the playoffs. So I don't really have a dog in this fight. The way I look at it is like this: there is a telltale weakness in Tom Brady. And look, Tom Brady is probably the greatest quarterback ever.
Most accomplished, not the greatest. Most accomplished.
I'm not getting into semantics, because I'm not going to open the fucking chat up to Joe Montana versus fucking Tom Brady. But anyway, my point being is he's probably the greatest quarterback of all time. He's going to go down in history like a legend. The thing about him, though, is, and people always dog shit all over Peyton Manning, and they're like, oh yeah, well, if you rush him, if you make him nervous, he can't throw for shit and all this stuff. Well, the same could be said about Tom Brady. That's how my 2007 Giants beat his ass.
That's true.
Baltimore Ravens laid out the foundation, right? In 2007, you blitz the motherfucker. You blitz. It didn't work out for them, but the Giants took up that with Coughlin in 2007, and what happened? You rushed Tom Brady. He got sacked 4 times that entire fucking game.
Yeah,
he was rattled. He was rattled, and he couldn't play to the level that Tom Brady normally plays. Now, if I'm Kansas City, and by the way, that's not that one game. I think that's overall. If you get to Tom Brady, if you're able to touch him, if you're able to put him on the ground, if you're able to rattle him a little bit, I think it throws his game off. Now, Kansas City might take they might take the chance. They might be like, we're going to blitz him, and we're going to make him work for every fucking pass. And that could be the difference. But now here's the thing. In 2007, Tom Coughlin had actually mentioned that he knew that he didn't have the defensive backs to compete with Wes Welker or Randy Moss or any of those guys. Like, he couldn't do it. So he's like, I took a chance 50-50 blitzing and hoping that, for the best. So that's also another thing that Kansas City would have to worry about. If they blitz and it doesn't work, you open up Tom Brady to every fucking wide receiver down the field.
Yeah. You're not wrong. But I think the line is Chiefs by 3.5, and I'm pounding that fucker. I think the Chiefs by 10 plus, buddy.
No condom.
Chiefs
Condom.
by
Just
10 plus.
Are you doing a FanDuel?
Yeah, I'm gonna do a FanDuel. But FanDuel, we live in Kentucky, so I can't bet on the actual game. I have to just bet on the players. But I'm going heavy Chiefs, man. Heavy Chiefs. But that brings us to the next part. Well, first, let me ask this. Podcast 1919, I want to hear this too. He says, I need to hear a Loomis go pack go chant.
Who's that?
Podcast 1919.
Well, goddamn, they didn't even have podcasts in 1919. You were just on the radio announcing the start of World War II in 1939, 40. I don't fucking know. Okay, fine. I'll give you some go, pack, go. Go, Packers, go. Go, Packers, go. Do you like Cracker Jackers? Do you like Cracker Jackers? Go, Pack, go. Don't hold your sack.
I'm going to go watch this next time the Packers have an important game. Gypsy Warrior says, what's your guys' all-time favorite halftime show? Ooh, that's a good question.
You know what? I loved it when Janet Jackson's titty popped up.
I got to go with that too, dude.
Like, that started a whole fucking movement, dude. That was like a goddamn movement.
I'm going with that too, man. Because like normally the halftime shows there, I gotta say Lady Gaga fucking did some shit. She really was impressive. I gotta say that. But my favorite all time is if you're gonna tell me that Justin Timberlake's gonna come out, which I don't give a fuck about the musical performance.
Oh, that was all planned.
He's gonna rip off Janet Jackson's titty and show her titty. I'm gonna fucking sign up for that. And it's not about seeing Janet Jackson titty. It's just about I want to see fucking. I want to see craziness. I want to see wildness. I want to see Moonlight and La La Land at the Oscars. I love that shit. That's got to be the greatest of all time.
And it was great because I love the surprise like look they had on their face, and you're like, dude, this is fucking obvious that you guys planned this before to pop her titty out. yo titty. Like it half makes like yo titty popped out.
Titty.
He's like, no, it's like you guys planned her boobie to pop out on national TV. And look, there was nothing. Hey, I liked it. But like, yeah, that was the most memorable one. But I also remember I do remember, was it didn't Rolling Stones play or something like that? I don't remember. There was a rock
one.
There was a rock one that I thought was really good, and I don't remember who did it. I don't know if it might not have been the Stones, but it was somebody. It was good though.
What was it last year? It was fucking that douchebag from Maroon 5 with his Chipotle tattoos.
Oh,
that was
God,
awful. That was so
hey,
bad.
dude, like that was so fucking bad. You might have got the boy band 5 back together and maybe when the lights go out, every single one could not express the love and tenderness. I saw you what it's all about.
Hey,
but I would have rather watched that shit than the goddamn Maroon 5. I'm gonna take my shirt off and look at my tattoos and how skinny I am, but I got skinny muscles.
What is your all's, by the way, in the chat? What's your all's favorite all-time halftime show? Austin asked, movie idea: Escape from Earth starring Old Man Pliskin. Also, can Loomis give me some fun weekend activities during COVID? I miss karaoke and girls, buddy. We all miss karaoke.
Escape from Earth would be actually pretty cool. That actually sounds like John Carpenter could pull that off. Escape from Earth with Kurt Russell, an old Snake Plissken doing
That'd
that.
Be cool.
Holy shit, man, that would be amazing.
I would like that very much.
Okay, so in your time of COVID, you're sitting at home, you're jacking your tallywhacker, and you're bored of that, right? So I don't know, do yourself a favor, get an online degree. God damn. I don't know, like go on there. They got like a lot of federal programs out there right now that say, hey, you want to get a federal degree? It's a federal money. Here you go. Get your goddamn money and get your goddamn degree. Stop being a loser. Okay? Learn how to read.
Hey, by the way, the Shakira halftime was pretty fucking good.
That was because that bitch's hips don't lie.
She did the leather face, dude. She looked at the camera.
Did she do that with Jennifer Lopez?
Yeah, I think it was. Yeah, that was.
Yeah.
Woo.
Kevin Todd says skinny muscles. Look, no, I'm not saying that he's not like in shape, like he's lean. Like I'm not saying that, but I'm saying like you can look at a guy when he takes his shirt off. He's not really built. You know that whatever tomorrow brings, I'll be. Yeah, he looks just like that. He took his shirt off in that video, and he was like, "Oh my god!" I was like, "Oh my god!" I was like, "You could like a strong wind from Oklahoma would blow that motherfucker to Britain."
Dude,
like,
Iron Wolf is right.
He's like this big.
AC/DC halftime show would fucking rule, dude. That would be so fucking cool. That would be so cool.
You know what I would love? Did Kiss ever do one?
No, but they should have. That would be fucking cool too. I would love to see Kiss do one.
Psycho Circus, like get the original crew back. I know they never will, but
Mike says U2 2001. I've always kind of hated U2, dude. I don't know why. Like I do love their song on the Batman Forever soundtrack, but I always thought they were just douchey. I don't know. But yeah, Shakira was great. Beyonce,
Iron Wolf. It was Incubus. We're talking about Incubus.
Yeah. Jimmy says Coldplay was a pretty good halftime show. Gabriel says imagine Slayer doing a halftime show. And why not? Like in the year of our Dark Lord 2020, coming into 2021, why would you not be like, let's do some weird fucking shit. Let's have Slayer come out. Let's have Slipknot come out. Let's just fucking do it.
Let's have Slipknot. Let's have Mudvayne. Let's have Gwar. Let's have all of them. And then, but right at the end, like fucking Hulk Hogan dressed up comes out and rips off his fucking shirt. And I'm talking about Kevin Nash and Scott Hall come up behind him and do the Wolfpack thing. And then it says NW. Bow, 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 bow. Whoa! Dude. Hey, by the way, I would say, you know what? Yeah, dude, like. Like I don't know what's happened to the halftime show anymore. Like you would think, you know who I would really love to see play the halftime show? And I'm not shitting with you guys like 100%. I would love to see a Creed reunion.
Oh my
at the halftime
god.
show.
Yes, dude, at the fucking halftime show.
Give me some of that. Yes.
With arms wide open.
I think that fucking Scott Stapp would kill it. I
Oh
think
my
that
God.
would be amazing.
Bringing my head on a Sunday evening. She's
Yeah,
gonna win.
Yeah, and whoever's losing is like, court is in session, a verdict is in.
Someone's like, "Hey Scott, we heard the Buccaneers might come back," and he's like, "What if they did? What if the Chiefs were?"
Yeah, man. God, dude,
Creed
you
would
know,
be amazing.
like I don't know who's in charge of this shit, but honestly, there's so many bands or like performers that you could get to be on your halftime show that would be massive, huge, that everybody would love.
Oh my
But you always
God.
go with the basic bullshit. Like I'm sure it's gonna be like Cardi B and Wet Ass Pussy. Like at some point coming
She
up.
brings up a bowl of fucking macaroni and cheese. Is like,
Yeah. Yeah, and I'm sure that all the football players out there, these testosterone, sweaty, fueled men ready to fucking, lock it up with gridiron fucking salt, are gonna love hearing Wet Ass Pussy being blasted over the loudspeakers.
Brooks M is right. Creed did do a halftime show in 2001, and that shit was fucking raucous, dude. They had a dude flying around. They had a guy flying around with like fucking sheets and stuff going on.
But I want Creed. I want Creed now. Like I want Scott Stapp. I want the reunion kind of thing to start
I would
off.
throw some weird shit. I would put Eve 6 out there. Let's do some Heart in a Blender. Let's do some Think Twice Before You Touch Tom Brady.
I'm surprised you said. I'm surprised you didn't say Blink-182.
I obviously I would love that. I would love that very much. Hey, I got my battery's about to go dead. Let me switch it out real quick.
Okay.
Before I die.
Yeah, it's like if Kansas City is losing, court is in session, Kansas City lose. No appeal on the docket today, but Kansas City blue. Man, I love Scott Stapp's voice, man. Talk about an underrated fucking singer. Man, he had some really goddamn psycho problems, and he lived out of a Motel 6 and chased the hood ornament of his car because he thought it was an angel leading him across the United States. But Jesus Christ, that guy's a talent. Hey, man, that's what I was saying. Yeah, see, Mike knows.
What?
I was like saying, I was saying that Scott Stapp might be a psycho in a lot of ways, and he chased his hood ornament half across the United States because he thought it was an angel. But dude, that guy's voice is unique as fuck. Like it's one of the best voices.
I almost unironically love Creed. Like a lot of it's ironically, but I almost unironically love him.
Hey, dude,
a little bit.
Let's get the fucking saxophone player from Lost Boys with the chain all around his.
Let's
do it. Hey,
I would love
and
that.
you know what? And you know what? I want him to reunite with Tina Turner on stage. Tina Turner's still alive, isn't she? I didn't want to be an asshole because I don't know.
I think so. Justin Trudeau says, what if, if wah. That was literally a super chat. I love it. That's fucking great. All right. Bat Seal, thank you for that, by the way. All right, let me ask you guys this now. What is the greatest football movie? What's your favorite football movie of all time? I got several.
Ooh.
No, you got to
pick one. You got to pick number one.
Okay, I'll do one. You do one. We'll do one from the chat, and we'll keep it going until one of us passes the fuck out, like Wolf of Wall Street. Remember Wolf of Wall Street? Matthew McConaughey's sitting there with Leonardo DiCaprio, and the waiter comes up and he's like, "Hey, I want you to bring me one of these martinis once every 5 minutes, and then once every 2 minutes until one of us passes the fuck out."
I wish he was my fucking boss.
It'd be great. So you do one, I'll do one. We'll do one from the chat. We'll keep going until we run out of good ones.
Okay, we're gonna start. Like, it's got to be the greatest, in your opinion, football movie you've ever seen.
Okay. All right. Let me start.
All right.
I want to start. To me, the greatest football movie of all time is Any Given Sunday. Willie beaming, cause I'm steaming, and all the ladies they creaming. Any Given Sundays, maybe my favorite football movie.
Is that by Silk the Shocker?
It's literally by Willie Beeman, Jamie Foxx.
It's good. It's good.
All right, what do you got?
Man, I gotta go with. It's gotta be. It's obvious. It's Rudy. It's fucking Rudy, dude. Every time I watch that movie, every fucking time when he gets the acceptance letter to Notre Dame, and he's like, "Oh God, thank you God," and he starts crying on the bench. Like, dude, fucking Don't go chasing waterfalls. Please stick to the rivers and the lakes that you used to. Like, dude, I feel like that. Like, and then, dude, when he runs out on the field, when they're like, yeah, and John Favreau's, and he's like, he's so little. Like, it's Rudy, dude. It's fucking Rudy.
All
for
right,
me.
Rudy's a good one. The first one from the chat I can see here is Waterboy from Austin, Medulla Oblongata.
Mm-hmm.
So Austin with the first one there. Next one, I'm gonna go. Remember the Titans. Denzel Washington.
Ah, damn! I just watched that.
Sheriff
That's so
Hawkins himself. Ryan Gosling is a very, very ungood, not good, very, very beatable cornerback.
Yeah, he's underappreciated though. But you know what I liked about Ryan Gosling in that movie is the fact that he didn't care about being the star guy, but he played it. He played that part fucking great.
He did.
Remember when he did that country song? He's like, "What you think about that, huh? It's good, huh?"
Hey,
wrong side, left side,
dude, that
wrong
movie
side.
in the theaters with my parents watching Remember the Titans, bawling my eyes out. That strong side, left side, when he goes up to Julius and like let's put all this fucking racism shit behind us and fucking we're his brothers. Man, that shit got me good.
Like, it kind of makes you think that we all would have grown from that movie, but nope.
They should,
but
they should stream it at Congress. Like Congress should watch fucking Remember the Titans and maybe they get their shit together.
Hey man, when they all go out to Gettysburg and the graves and stuff, and they all fucking like come together after in that practice. Whoa.
Yeah, dude. Great.
And then I love that part when they were like, yeah, now they stand that we can't be together no more. I was like, we can be together no more. Fucking more.
Oh yeah, and then what did that one dude say to Denzel Washington? They said something about like a banana. They walked down the field and they gave Denzel Washington a fucking banana.
Yeah, but at the end of the game, he won and he tossed him the banana.
Yeah, he did. That was fucking awesome. Remember the Titans, a great one. All right,
Remember the Titans is my next one. You know, it's not gonna be on a lot of people's list. But I do like it. Unnecessary roughness. I fucking love, or no, I'm sorry, not necessary roughness, not unnecessary. Necessary
That's a
roughness.
Great movie.
Dude,
the dude from Quantum Leap.
Quantum Leap. Yeah, Scott Bakula, dude. I fucking love it. I love when he accepts the quarterback position. He's like, God damn, I hope he gets younger as he gets closer. He's like, no, don't worry about it. He's like 36 years old. He can still throw the fucking football. He's like, hey, yo, Blake, pit him. Dude, I love it. And then they get, you got fucking Sinbad, Andre Krim. He's like, boy, me and you about to party.
That was a fucking great one.
Do you know, like when they got the prison to come in to help them train, it was Evander Holyfield. I think not Thurman Thomas. It was Evander Holyfield, Emmett Smith, and somebody else. And then after they fuck him up, Evander Holyfield's getting back on the bus. He's like, I don't feel so good. I think I swallowed somebody's finger. Yeah, dude, I love Necessary Roughness. I literally just watched that not long ago, dude. That movie's fucking badass. Like, I feel like that movie equates for me the same way I feel about Blue Chips.
Yeah, dude. That Blue Chip, yeah, that's a fucking great movie too. Okay, let me see what the next one that we haven't mentioned in the chat is going to be. It's going to be Ryan Kinney says The Program. I know that was. I think that was.
I haven't seen that in a long time.
That was the dude from.
I know what it is, but I can't remember.
Fucking great actor, Hoosiers. The guy from Hoosiers.
Hoosiers.
He was in Hoosiers. He was in the
Gene
Crimson
Hackman.
Tide.
Gene Hackman.
I think Gene Hackman was in the program. Never saw that one, but that's a classic one for sure. I'm gonna go Varsity Blues, dude. Varsity Blues, right? Oh my god, dude!
Throw that fucking pigskin.
Throw that fucking pigskin. 10. Fucking 10. Fucking great movie, dude. Not only a great high school movie, but also an amazing goddamn football movie.
Dude, I'll still say that when somebody's like, hey, really, thank you for helping out. Like, if you donate to a charity or whatever, I'm like, I'm just one man. Mox is just one man. It's a whole team.
Dude, he was such a Brett Favre. I think his number was even number 4, if I'm not mistaken. He was Brett Favre reincarnated.
What was his? I know it was Mox, but what was his first name?
Johnny. I think Johnny Mox.
I don't think Johnny Mox.
And Amy Smart was the chick.
Amy Smart was the chick. And then Tweeter was like, I can't concentrate. I keep on seeing Mrs. Giblet's big fat ass in my face.
They lost that game too. They got their asses kicked because they spent all night at the strip club getting fucked up watching their teacher dance naked. And then they walked out and the sun hit them and they're like, oh fuck. And then they got their asses beat in that game. That was
Well,
fucking
dude,
great.
because they were from Dusk Till Dawn. Like I was like, you guys fucking committed.
Yeah, dude.
I gotta respect it.
Great role by Paul Walker too. Like he just embodied the high school, like everybody loves him.
Oh yeah, by the way, NATO Bobadilla says whipped cream bikini. Wowzer.
Yep.
Whoa, wowzer. A lot of nights working out the old wrist after that.
That was a great,
Yeah, that was a
great
great scene. Yeah, next football movie that's really good that I enjoyed. You know what? I gotta throw it out there, even though I know it's surrounded by controversy. I still enjoyed it before I knew the controversy, and you know it sucks that happened. But Lucas, I fucking liked Lucas a lot.
Was Lucas a football movie?
Yeah, Lucas was a football movie.
I'm thinking of Angus. I'm thinking of Angus.
No,
What
Angus
is
was a great movie.
I don't even know what Lucas is.
Corey Feldman, Charlie Sheen. He was a little kid with the glasses and stuff, and he runs on fields. He's a part of the team.
I
And
don't even know what the fuck that is, dude.
you never saw Lucas?
No, dude, I have no idea what that is.
Or is it Corey Feldman or Corey Haim? It might be Corey Haim. Yeah, dude, that's the one that they said that Charlie Sheen like fucked around with Corey Haim when he was a little boy and like all that, whatever. But I thought the movie itself was really good. I liked Lucas. I mean, I know it was like some controversial problems with that, but I thought, but that's basically a little boy wanting to be on the football team. He gets a chance. He's like a weakling kind of kid. Charlie Sheen's like the star, good-looking quarterback, I think, and he like gets him. Yeah, it's a great fucking movie.
Oh shit, that's one I gotta add to my list, dude, because I've never fucking seen.
Corey
it.
Haim, yeah, it's Haim. Yeah.
Oh, okay, it's Corey Haim. All right, let me go to the chat here, see what the next one that we haven't mentioned yet that pops up on here. We got
Any Given Sunday. Look at that.
yeah, Stacey James, Friday Night Lights, Billy Bob Thornton, Tim McGraw as a drunk dad in the movie that comes together. Friday Night Lights, the show was one of the greatest fucking TV accomplishments of all time, man. The show, Tim Riggins, that entire show was amazing. The movie was actually really, really good though. Like I love that movie.
I never watched. No, I think I did. I think I watched the movie and then I watched the show. And I don't think I watched the show for that long. Friday Night Lights.
Oh, good, dude.
No, I think I watched it for the first season. I think you turned me on to it and you were like, "Oh, it's a good show," because I liked the movie. And I remember the movie because you were like, "Oh, they got a TV show." I'm like, what the fuck is that?
And they don't really tie in together at all. But the thing that was so great about Friday Night Lights, the TV show, is that what was the main guy in the movie? He was also in Wolf of Wall Street.
Dylan McDermott.
No, he does kind of look like Kyle. Fuck, he's in
Kyle
Godzilla
Rittenhouse.
vs Kong.
Kyle Rittenhouse.
Who is it, Katie? Do you know? Oh fuck, the guy's a great actor. Coach Taylor, yeah, Coach Taylor, Clear Eyes, Full Hearts, Can't Lose. Man, that show
his name is Kyle. Yeah,
it's emotional as shit, dude. An amazing fucking show. If you guys are looking for a new show to get into, Friday Night Fights. It's high school drama. It's super. Kyle Chandler's the guy. It's super fucking soap opera-y, but man, it will get you going.
No,
you will not be able to stop watching that shit.
Yeah, it works if you see the movie.
Yeah.
If you see the movie and then you get into it, but you could technically
either way. Actually, I think you could just go bare ass to the show.
It really is. It's a great show. I think my second is that your pick.
No, that was the chat.
That was
chat's
pick.
pick,
Okay.
and then I brought up the show. So I guess technically the show could be my pick, but okay, I'll let the show be my pick because someone mentioned the movie and I said the show. Well, so we'll go on to your pick.
So my pick, another tearjerker for sure. But I fucking love it, man. And I've watched it. I love this movie, Radio. Cuba Gooding Jr.
I knew Radio would show up tonight. You watch that like 6 times a year, you sicko.
I fucking love it. And it makes me fucking dude. You know what? Ed Harris is powerful as shit in that. And like, obviously Cuba Gooding is great, but I love Ed Harris's performance because not only when the fact that he takes Radio under his wing and and wants him to be a part of the football team in as much capacity that he can, but he's like getting him ready in life as far as like taking him to school and stuff. It's such a fucking sad, rewarding movie as well. But that one scene, one of the most powerful scenes I remember, and specifically from that film. And it wasn't because I just watched it. I mean, I really remember this when he's talking to his daughter and that music comes on and he's saying that Ed Harris explains how when he was younger, a paper boy, and he saw a kid under a chicken wire. Anyway, and then he knew that, you know, they kept him under there because something was wrong with him, and he's like, I just stared at him and he stared back at me, and he's like, that's why, and he goes, I never did a damn thing, I never did anything, and then, you know, and that's why he works with radio as much as he does. I think that is what sets the film apart, like from a lot of the other football movies. It's because it's the compassion, it's the love, and the fact that Ed Harris and Cuba Gooding Jr. do such a great job of performing it.
I gotta admit to you, I've never even seen it. I've never sat through the whole thing.
Well,
I maybe saw 20 minutes.
You gotta have bowls. You gotta sit down in front of the TV. You gotta be ready to fucking cry.
Maybe I don't want that in my heart. I don't need that sadness.
But you gotta watch the other fucking sad movies that you watch.
Yeah, those. I don't know. I don't know. There's something about radio I could never do, but I need to because you fucking love that movie. Like you
because it's one of the best.
You were
it
talking
literally
about
is.
last live stream. Like you watched it for like the second time in like this year, didn't you? Like you've seen it like 3 times this year.
Because it's one of the best football movies that ever exist.
Hey, I'm not disagreeing with you. I'm just saying you love it. You love it, and I should.
There's a reason why.
Out of
I think most
respect
people understand.
for you,
You
I
gotta
should watch it.
And not to mention the fact that Ed Harris does one of his best performances in it.
All right, I'm gonna watch it, Jay. I'm gonna fucking watch it. All right. Whose turn is it? Is it the chat's turn? I think it's the chat's turn. Yeah, it's the chat's turn. Let me see.
Well, I already saw one. I already mentioned it.
Oh, I hate this. I hate this because that was my next fucking pick, Iron Wolf. The Replacements. The Replacements was good.
Okay. The Replacements.
Have you ever seen
That's
it?
a good one.
Yeah,
Yeah, dude.
You
Keanu Reeves.
Fucking
No,
Keanu.
it's an
man,
awesome movie. Yeah.
that was actually gonna. I gotta really think hard now to what my next pick is gonna be because it was gonna be The Replacements, dude. Keanu Reeves, Joe Flacco. I think his name's actually Joe Flacco, who's actually the quarterback of either the Ravens or the fucking Broncos. But Flacco. What is it? Fucking, I don't remember what his actual name is, but yeah, dude, The Replacements. It's funny. It's heartfelt. It's also got Gene Hackman in it, by the way. Amazing fucking movie, dude. The Replacements is one of the most underrated sports movies of all time.
Really good.
Fucking awesome movie. All right,
Amazing.
so that was the chats. Now it's down to mine. So now I have to think of something. Oh, it's Shane Falco. That's what it was. Shane Falco.
I like that you have to grip the football. You have to grip the old pigskin.
I gotta squeeze it.
You gotta pick that old dirty brain.
I gotta squeeze it. Now we've named so many good football movies. I feel like I'm starting to run low, dude.
It happens.
No. Fuck, I can't be that one. Oh my god, I'm on the spot, Jay.
No, go. No, you bitch. You got 10 seconds. Let's go.
Little Giants.
Let's go.
Little Giants, slut. Little
Oh.
Giants.
You beat Kevin down Cherry Hill.
Little Giants. Icebox. Little Giants. Rick Moranis versus his big brother. Who was the dude that was his big brother, by the way?
Fucking Al Bundy.
Al Bundy. Yeah. The fucking Devin Sawa. Fucking great football movie. Loved it.
When she's hot to trot, she's still got a squat.
I can't stay with this thing on.
Hey man,
The Anorex Nation of Puerto Rico.
he's like, "What did you have? Fucking what?" It's like, "Good God, what did you eat?" Roadkill. Yeah, Little Giants is amazing. Well, you know, I see a lot of people mentioning it. I was going to throw it in there, peoples. But you gotta throw little Tom Cruise and
All the right moves.
Jerry Maguire. You gotta throw in the correct fucking football movie with Tom Cruise. It'd be Jerry Maguire, whatever. It's Jerry Maguire.
Yeah.
It's a great film. Cuba Gooding Jr. again stars in a great football adaptation film. And Show Me the Money. Why the fuck not? Let's see the money. Let's see how it works. It was a great film. It's also heartfelt as well. But at the same time, it's got some action in it. So it's not like radio where it's just like you have to have a tissue box next to you. But
Yeah.
it's still a really, really sad fucking great movie.
No, dude, that's a fucking good one. I wouldn't have thought of Jerry Maguire, honestly, but I do love that movie. That is Jerry Maguire's an underrated fucking movie. I mean, it was huge when it came out. Like everybody was like, "Show me the money."
Well, it's like you complete me.
It was fucking huge when it came out, but many people don't think about it as a football movie. That's a really fucking
Mike.
good one. What, Jay?
Shut up. Shut up.
Shut up.
I feel the same way.
Who's coming with me.
Was that Renee Zellweger? I don't know. I don't know. Who that
I don't know. I kind of want to watch that now, though. It's been a long time since I've seen it.
Yeah, it was Renee Zellweger. Okay.
All right, the next one from the chat looks like The Longest Yard from Justin Trudeau. Adam Sandler. Was that the remake? I guess Adam Sandler, Terry Crews, all them. I never saw the original one.
The original is really good too.
All right.
Fuck, dude. Daisy Dukes.
Yeah, Jessica Simpson.
Yeah, no, goddamn old school. What the fuck is his name? Mustache motherfucker.
Burt Reynolds.
Burt Reynolds.
Burt Reynolds. Yeah.
Burt Reynolds was in The Longest Yard. Yeah.
I'm gonna say, and I'm out after this one. I my brain's. I already said it. Given Sunday, that was my first one. I can't think of anything after this one. Even though I'm gonna regret it later, but I'm gonna go Last Boy Scout. Not that much of a football movie, but Damon Wayans. Is it Damon Wayans or is it Keenan Ivory?
It's Damon.
Okay, Damon Wayans. The movie starts out with that scene where they're like in the fucking muck in the mud and he's running around. Dude gets in the end zone and just starts blowing people's brains out. And then it's about this running back or wide receiver, I can't remember. Daniel Harris is in the movie. And
Bruce Willis.
Yeah, Bruce Willis. He's thinking about all the shit that he, like his fucked up life. He's addicted to drugs, all that shit. Last Boy Scout's a good fucking football movie, man. That's and I think that's I'm out after that one. I can't think of anything else, dude. Never saw it.
Yep. Yeah, I don't know. I was gonna say, and the chat's already pointing it out. I was gonna put that in there myself. The Blind Side, another great fucking tearjerker fucking film as well. Sandra Bullock does a great job with that film. It's based on a true story. That guy was great. That played that part. Sandra Bullock made me fucking tear up. Especially, the part that really got me. The movie itself is amazing. The fact that she goes out of her way to help this guy that nobody wants to help. He's from an inner city neighborhood. It's a really rough area. He's a big fucking guy, but he's a gentle giant. She goes out of her way to give him a home. She gives him a bed, but he's also a fucking football guy. Like he knows how to crush the, people, but she can, but she also makes him understand the nature of the game. The part that really got to me, I'm like, oh, God damn, fuck. And I cried for like an hour and a half, was when she was like, he's like, I never had one before. And he's like, what's your own bed? He's like, or no, your own room. He's like, a bed. God damn, dude. Because he was used to like sleeping on couches and being passed along and not giving a fuck about. And this was a big motherfucker. And drug dealers in his neighborhood wanted to hang out with him and fucking use him and waste his talent. That movie was powerful, dude. That was a great fucking film. I love that. I love The Blind Side.
I didn't love The Blind Side. Honestly, I didn't love it. That one felt.
You're only saying that because I said I liked it.
No, I'm not, Jay. You fucking dick.
Yeah, you are.
It felt forced to me. I never.
Look at you holding that like Aaron Rodgers. That football.
Aaron Rodgers.
I'm gonna sack you at Tampa Bay Buccaneers in 5 seconds.
You suck my ass. Hey,
I won't do it.
Daniel Jones been like. I knocked my own fucking speakers out. Hey, but you guys, I heard that you guys are in the run for Deshaun Watson, man. So I might be eating my words.
What was that? The cornerback that you texted about? Who was that in New England?
Stephon Gilmore. He's getting traded. But hey, Deshaun Watson's looking for a new home. If the Giants grab Deshaun Watson, oh my God, nobody knows what'll happen. That'll be crazy.
We want Carson Wentz.
Gypsy Warrior says Pacino's speech always has me in tears. Dude, I know. It's about inches. Inches. The game of life is like the game of football. It's about inches. That was a fucking great speech, dude. I love Any Given Sunday, man. And they even had a big dick in it, so it takes it over the top. But all right. Now we go on to okay. Marco V. Villatoro says The Express. I never saw The Express. I need to see that. Did you ever see it?
No, and people are mentioning Wildcats. I remember Wildcats. Is that with Goldie Hawn taking over as the head coach of the football team?
That sounds right, but I don't remember.
Like with Wesley Snipes he's in the movie as well. I think that's it's Wesley Snipes as like a receiver or something, and then Goldie Hawn takes over as the head coach, and they don't believe in her, but they wind up winning. That's a good movie.
Dude, fucking D-Land just fucked me up because this is one of my favorite football movies of all time, and I cannot believe I didn't think about it. 2 for the Money, dude. Al Pacino, Matthew McConaughey. 2 for the Money is one of the greatest fucking football movies of all time. And even though they didn't play, and they're just betting on the game, Two for the Money is fucking awesome, dude. That's one of the
really
most
good.
underrated movies of all time.
Romulade, I'm sorry, Dawson says We Are Marshall. We Are Marshalls are really going too.
Didn't like that one. Made me sad.
I don't feel well the sap, but they have a comeback part. I mean, that's what football movies are. There's always a comeback story to it.
Yeah.
It was all right. I didn't remember it because there's other good ones out there. Like, I don't know. There's so many good football movies out there. It's hard to, and they're all good in their own way. I really honestly never seen a football movie that I fucking hated. Honestly, I've never seen one that was like, it sucks.
That's a good point, actually. T. Goslin says the only movie that I ever saw my dad tear up watching was Brian's Song. I've never seen Brian's Song. I never watched it. It's
That
always
sounds
been on my
familiar.
list.
I don't think I've ever seen it.
But I know a lot of people who tear up watching that fucking thing. Dirk Jason Hall said Jerry Maguire mentioned that one. He probably said that before we mentioned it. But and then we got, let's see here. Oh, I got a little burpee.
Berto 075. We did not forget the Little Giants. The Little Giants were mentioned. We love the annexation of Puerto Rico, and one day you will get that correct play. By the way, that also had Bruce Smith. It had fucking, I think, Emmett Smith popped up or whatever. Like, that was badass. Like, as a kid growing up in the early 90s, and you saw those guys pull up on the fucking bus and they get off, you're like, holy fucking shit.
That was awesome, dude. JGC Vincent says, hey guys, can me and my boy Randomness get a shout out? By the way, The Replacements is my favorite football movie of all time. Keep up the badassness and love you guys. JGC Vincent says like JG Whitworth.
What's the name?
8776 now. JGC Vincent and my boy Randomness get a shout out.
Randomness and
JG Vincent.
JG Vincent and randomness. Holy shit. That sounds like a law office I will never go to. Hey, if you've been injured in a fucking automobile accident, come to JG Vincent and randomness.
We'll get you fucked up.
Payment on time. like, holy shit.
Hey, underrated football movie, by the way, Ace Ventura. Laces out, Dan. That's a football movie. You got to count Ace Ventura.
I mean, yeah, you could, but it's more about a pet detective.
That's true. Okay, last part of the show, and we did want to do a dreamcasting where we dreamcasted the players in the Super Bowl. So, okay, maybe we'll get time to do that real quick. But the most important part is I need to know, what is your all's go-to every single Super Bowl? One thing. Pick one food every Super Bowl. What's it going to be? What's your number one go-to Super Bowl dish for Super Bowl Sunday that you're going to be eating on Sunday? Start with you, Jay. You fucking whore. I want to suck your wiener. Wait, what?
One thing. I don't know why. It doesn't even matter how hard you try. But chicken wings come to my mind. All right.
I think the one thing that comes to my mind, other than it don't mean how you try or whatever, I would say, chicken wings. I mean, if you think about a Super Bowl party, you would imagine that chicken wings are going to be at least on the menu.
Yeah. That's a hard one to top because you're right. It's got to be chicken wings. I got to say, though, my number one thing, you're going to hate this, dude. I don't even want to do this to you right now.
Yeah, I know what it is. Corn dogs.
No, it's not corn dogs, Jay.
Why not?
I don't want to do this.
Why not?
I want to lie, and I want to say it's something else. Okay?
It's potato wedges.
No. But you remember the couple Super Bowl parties we had? You remember that?
Dude, yeah, I know what you're going to say.
Hey, that pizza dip.
Dude, I almost said something really bad. You know what I really wanted to say, but I don't want to say that. I don't mean it if I said it, but you liked it? Have you contacted that fucking cunt from another sky?
No. I'm just saying. All I'm saying is that I didn't know that existed until then. Okay, that's all I'm saying. And once I knew it existed,
he made a deal with a gypsy from a black magic slut.
I know. Listen, dude, Katie's giving me fucking hateful looks. I didn't mean it in a hateful way.
Like that shit? Oh, no, you know what? I remember now. Yeah, you fucking did. Because
I liked it a lot,
even after you're like, dude, that pizza dip was kind of dope.
I'm glad that you understand.
I get it. It was good. It was good.
When I started to say it, my fucking heart sank because Katie was sitting on the couch and she went, you did not just fucking say. I was like, what's true?
No, dude, I know what you're talking about. It was good.
Here's
It was
the
good.
thing. Here's the thing, though. All right, it wasn't even that good. Okay, but the idea of it was good, and I didn't know the idea of pizza dip existed. Hey, and then here's the thing. Every Super Bowl since, I get to enjoy pizza dip, and I don't have to hear your fucking ex-wife be like, "Is the pizza dip good? Did you like the pizza dip? Did you like it? I made it from fucking hardcore corn
Hey,
tortillas."
man, you should experience it on my end when I fucking heard it afterwards.
Oh,
when
Jesus.
somebody ate her fucking pizza dip. See, I really lived the goddamn nightmare because the reality of it was you guys got like 20%. I got 180% when you didn't eat the fucking pizza dip because she thought you were a fucking fat asshole that would eat all of it and you didn't fucking do it. She'd be like, why didn't Mike eat more of it than anybody else? I'm like, because Mike doesn't like it, bitch.
Yeah.
And then she'd be
I
like,
would
"Oh,
honestly-
I thought you were his best friend." I'm like, "Yeah, I am." But at the same time, Mike had had enough.
I would honestly eat less of the pizza dip because I didn't like her. I would want more of the pizza dip, but I didn't want her to know how much I liked her pizza dip. That's kind of where it came from. But the whole problem stems from this, Jay. The whole problem stems from the fact that I didn't know pizza dip ever existed until I met that horrendous human being. And then once I found out pizza dip existed, I thought, oh my God, it's fucking amazing. Because you know what pizza dip is, guys? It's pizza dip. It's cheese. It's cream cheese. It's
Pepperoni,
onions,
cheese. Listen, I know the listen. She fucking told me how she made it. Okay.
Okay.
Like that was her whole goddamn thing. She put it in a crock pot. She made that motherfucker last for like 2, and she's like, people better eat it. Like, dude, I was fucking like, this was a goddamn true crime daily story before people showed up.
Yeah.
She's like, you think people are gonna eat this? I'm like, yeah, they're gonna love it. It's pepperoni and shit.
Yeah.
They're gonna love it. And they're like, yeah. You think so? You think so? They better eat it. And then she would have like a goddamn pink cake that nobody would touch, and then it would be but dude, it was a good dip. It was a good dip.
It was a good dip, but it was always the worst because like I would go over there expecting, I would expect pizza dip, but I would have my fill of the pizza dip. I would eat more pizza dip than anybody at the party would eat. But she would always be like, "Mike, did you not like the pizza dip? Did you eat enough pizza dip?" And I'm like, "Look, I told you I liked your pizza dip one time in 1973. It doesn't mean you have to hog me about it every single time I eat the fucking pizza dip." You know what I mean?
One of the worst things that ever happened with that cunt, because you already brought it, like you already said, my ex-wife. So now I gotta get into it.
Yeah.
Because I thought you were gonna keep it nameless, but one of the worst.
No, you keep it nameless. Keep it nameless.
No. I mean, but now they know who it is as far as being my ex-wife cunt. But my point being is like the worst thing that I know, but they know it was my ex-wife.
Oh, yeah.
My point being is that I was like, yeah. But I remember she made something. There was like a barbecue over at my parents' house, and she made some macaroni and fucking cheese, and she put some weird like goddamn seasoning on it. I don't fucking know. Like it was paprika or some goddamn cunt shit. I don't know. But then she came over, and Cody was like, because my brother fucking hated her. He hated her worse than anybody, and nobody was picking her shit up. Like they weren't scooping it up into their fucking plate, right? So I've scooped up a little bit in my plate because I didn't want her to feel bad. And she's like, why is anybody else scooping it up? Like I was standing right there while I was scooping up her fucking food.
Yeah.
And I was like, I don't know. I was like, maybe they're already full. And she's like, no, because they fucking hate me and they fucking hate my cooking. And I was like, you see? And she's like, well, like, tell me the truth. Do you like it? And I was literally shoveling it into my fucking mouth to get away from her fucking goddamn screeching vulture voice. I was like, no, it's good. And she's like, you don't fucking like it at all. And your brother doesn't like it because they fucking hate me because he's a cockless asshole. I'm like, Jesus Christ, it's so fucking good. It's so good. And Cody was standing fucking 5 feet away from me while this cunt was fucking putting me down in front of him. He was like, dude, it's good. Dude, it's good. And then she was like, oh my God, dude, did you hear how he yelled at me? Did you hear that? And I'm like,
dude, nothing was worse. Nothing was worse. And this was toward the end, but nothing was worse than the fucking pink cupcake fiasco of 2009 or whatever it was. The
for
pink
you
cupcakes at B Dubs. Do you remember the pink cupcakes at B Dubs?
They were green.
We go to watch a UK game in the middle of the tournament, and she brings the fucking cupcakes, and everybody else is like, we're already clear on a path. Like, we're having a good time, we're having fun together. We don't need this. She shows up with the cupcakes, and she's like, Jay, why isn't anybody eating my cupcakes? We're like, we'll eat the cupcakes.
Like, you know,
I spilled the beer on her brother. I accidentally spilled the beer on her brother, and it broke, and there was glass everywhere, and there was already some fucking tension in the air. We're at beat-ups, and then the pink cupcake fiasco of 20 whatever was.
Well, no, that was for St. Patrick's Day.
Okay. But it was it was during March Madness.
They were that bitch was already 3 goddamn glasses of wine in before I left the house to beat you guys at fucking Buffalo Wild Wings.
Yeah, dude.
And when she came in, she was stumbling around like fucking Anna Nicole Smith looking for a hot tub. And I'm like, holy fuck. Like, I already knew I was fucked. Like, when I saw her come in the front door and she was stumbling around, like trying to hold this motherfucker like on one hand, I'm like, oh fuck, dude. Like, I could see it, like she was drunk as fuck. She was high or whatever the fuck was going on. And like, yeah. Yeah. And dude, this bitch came in and she was like, yeah, I got these fucking cupcakes and it's so good. And I was sitting on the edge, like I was sitting on the end of the table, and then she set them down. And look, they were nice looking cupcakes. They were great. But again, this bitch was drinking, like she was 3 cups in of wine when I left the house to go meet Mike and my friends up at B-Dubs. She came up an hour later, and by that time she's probably a whole box of Franzia in at this point. And she's stumbling around like a fucking waiter looking to where you can put your pasta sauce on. And she sits down, and then she's like, Mike and nobody else is really going after the cupcakes. Like, she imagined like she was gonna set that shit down like in Sesame Street, and she was gonna open it up and like, and cupcakes are the adventure today, and everybody was gonna be rushing at it, and nobody did. And then she was like, dude, I got this fucking death stare. She was like like that. It was just like this fucking bulldog shit. And I was like, what? And then she's like, nobody wants a fucking cupcake. And I'm like, yeah. I was like, baby, they just ate. They're not hungry right now. I was like, I'll have one. I didn't even want one of those nasty motherfuckers. I mean, they didn't taste bad, but I don't even like sweets. So I was like, I'll eat one. She's like, I don't want you to have one. I want your friends to have one. I was like, did you poison this motherfucker? Like, you're real desperate for them to eat this bitch. So I went, dude, like from there, that motherfucker evolved. Like, you remember Resident Evil 3 when Nemesis was hunting stars? Like, it became stars. Like, dude, this bitch got crazy as fuck. But anyway, that's a different story for a different time.
All I was trying to say was, and let me be very clear about the statement, okay? I want to be very clear about the statement. It wasn't your ex-wife's pizza dip that is my favorite Super Bowl food of all time. It is pizza dip. That is my pizza dip. It's my favorite. I didn't know it existed until then.
But are you saying that right now to backtrack because you liked her fucking pizza dip?
No, like, I like any pizza dip, even if it's made by Satan itself. I like any pizza dip, and I apologize to you as your best friend for liking her pizza dip. But I like.
I don't give a fuck. As long as you didn't stick your cock in her, because everybody else did.
And you know I didn't. And you know I didn't. That's why we're friends. You know I didn't. But hey. All I'm trying to say is that pizza dip is the greatest invention of all time. And it just really so happens that I fell onto the unfortunate condition that the first time that I tried the delicacy of pizza dip happened to be hers. So I fell in love with it. And now I'm like, whenever there's an event, I'm like, I need pizza dip. That it is my favorite. It's and clearly, because I said it out loud when I probably shouldn't have, it's my favorite Super Bowl food of all time is pizza dip.
I get you.
But you're right, wings. And also buffalo chicken dip, and also
I would go with buffalo chicken dip over pizza dip.
Yeah,
because you gotta have a little tang in it. You gotta have tang in it.
It is a fight. It is a fight. Marco Villator said the Express and My All American and We Are Marshall as in his list. And then we went on a goddamn rant there. I'll be honest with you, dude.
By the way, I gotta give it up, dude. We're at midnight. We've got 274 sexy bastards in here hanging out. I love this.
And we're talking about food.
Yeah, let's talk about more food.
Food.
So if you're gonna go with that's your dip, what's your dish though? Like what's your sandwich?
Well, like, so I'll tell you what, we had pork sliders once, and those are pretty fucking top notch. Pork sliders at a Super Bowl party, pretty fucking great.
I like those.
Pretty
That sounds
strong.
good.
That's a strong move that you made there with the pork sliders. But Katie always makes pigs in a blanket, which are the tiny dogs wrapped in the bread. Tiny dogs wrapped in the bread.
Oh
You
yeah,
get the
those are
mustard.
good as fuck too. The weenie. Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I like those. You got to have chicken wings, obviously. But where do you? Here's the question: like, it's a big piece. Is where you get your chicken wings from. You could order them from B-Dubs. Busy night for B-Dubs. They're probably going to be cold. Probably going to be a rough time getting those.
Well, no, but I mean, if you're gonna pick your Super Bowl food, you got to make it yourself.
It's hard to make good wings yourself, though, because you need a fryer, right? Like, many of us have tried and failed to make our own wings.
Oh, you're
You
okay.
bake
Well, no,
them,
okay.
you
No,
oven-
I'll give the pass on the wings because like
Yeah.
the wings are like you got to have those.
Yeah, it's okay to pay up for wings. Like, it's hard to make your own good wings. So you get them from B-Dubs, you get them from Wing Zone, whatever, but it is hard. Our plan for Sunday is there's a place called Rolling Oven here that makes Szechuan wings. We're going to get some wings from there. But apart from that, I think you need I
You
think
also- you- well,
underrated
you need-
is
you need-
nachos.
you need- Nachos is huge. I mean,
Hugely
you already
underrated.
mentioned. You also mentioned the wieners wrapped in bread.
Yeah.
The wieners wrapped in bread is good as fuck.
What am I missing? What's hitting your mind right now when I say
You
these things
know what?
that I'm missing?
I'm also thinking about barbecued wieners. Like
Yeah.
you know,
Oh, yeah.
in the crock pot,
Just the
with
no bread, just the
no
barbecue
bread.
wieners.
It's just barbecue sauce in the crock pot,
Those are good.
and the wieners are heating up.
That's
I
a
like
good point. Oh, and what about meatballs, dude? What about
Ooh, yeah,
meatballs of any
regular,
sort?
yeah. I like
Whether
that.
it be dried meatballs, like cheesy, like thick meatballs, or it be like the barbecued,
or
or
cheese
like
meatballs, or the barbecue meatballs are good, but that makes your stomach feel a little weird. The
Yeah.
cheese meatballs are where it's at.
there's a whole thing you could do with meatballs there. Meatballs are an important thing, absolutely. And then Marco Villator says carne asada nachos. Again, nachos are an underrated delicacy. You could throw nachos
Have
together
you ever
for a whole
thought?
party.
But you know, yeah. Well, nachos is great for a Super Bowl party, but have you ever thought to yourself when you're throwing your Super Bowl party, like even though that's essential, like nachos, do
Yeah.
you ever think about it? I don't ever think about it.
No, it honestly escapes the brain.
Like,
But
here's
it's
what you would
easy
do.
and it's perfect.
You would put out a bag of nachos and then put out queso.
Yeah,
Like
everybody
queso
just
dip.
wants to do chips and dip.
Yeah, queso dip or regular like salsa dip.
But what if you make a gigantic spread?
That's
if,
what I'm saying.
Instead of chips and dip, you just make a gigantic spread of nachos and you just pick up your fucking nacho. I think that would be next level.
I like that. But here's the thing: if you make the nachos for your Super Bowl party,
Yeah.
like that's a big.
Yeah.
That's a. You sound like a girl. You sound like a girl that's maybe not interested in going on a date with me.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
I was like, I have a coupon to Regal. You're like, yeah. I mean, but they're not really open. But no, I'm saying, if you make a big platter of nachos, but what
Yeah.
if somebody comes and like, man, I just want like some traditional, like, give me some fucking, like, I don't know, some like queso dip on the side where I could just get a bag of chips
Yeah.
and then get some like barbecued wieners
Well,
and some fucking like
Yeah.
what you were talking about, the wiener wrapped in the fucking bread.
you could have a separate part of the party where there was just ruffles and then like the tray dips. You got the dips. And then maybe you mix it up with the vegetarians. You like the vegetarians. You got some carrots.
You gotta have some veggie dip.
Yeah, you got some carrots. You got some of that stuff. You got some tomatoes, like the grape tomatoes. In the middle, you have some Ruffles ranch dip.
Yup,
But then
I like
you
that.
also have a tray of Ruffles. And then so if you just want Ruffles dip, you can
Dude.
go Ruffles dip.
Hey, I just saw something and we didn't even think about this. Two things, okay? Two things, and they both start with C, and they're not cunt. Croissant
Cock.
and chili.
Chili.
Croissants and chili. I'd be like, you know what? If I walked into a Super Bowl party, as long as they got the beer, but they got chili and croissants, I'm like, this is some weird French fucking like Louisiana
I
shit.
only want.
I like it.
If I'm at a Super Bowl party, I only want chili if it's on fries or on.
But you could have. I'm
Chips.
saying, like, but they might come later. But if you walked in and the first thing you saw was croissant
Yeah.
and chili, with some cheese to put on your chili.
But I feel like if you're serving chili at a Super Bowl party, it is the dish. Like, you're not also going to have wings. You're not also going to have chips.
Yeah, you
it's
will.
going to be chili in a dish. And that's not bad. But for a Super Bowl party, I will feel a little bit disappointed and let down that we're only having chili.
Okay, you know what? I might be wrong. They were saying chili dip. Maybe chili dip.
Oh, chili dip. That's a different thing. You got the sour cream layer. You got the beans layer.
Yeah.
You
so
got
I think they meant chili dip.
That's important.
Yeah. That's not the main course. So you would have wings as your main course. I think that we're all going to agree here. If you don't have pizza as your main course, it's going to be
How
wings.
do you feel about sandwiches, Jay? How do you feel about a gigantic hero
lined up on a table,
cut up,
yeah,
cut up, a big hero?
You know what? Every time I've gone to Super Bowl parties before, it's always the Walmart. Where it's like the
wheels, the pinwheels.
Yeah,
and
they're not bad.
Pinwheels. Yeah.
They're not bad, but it always kind of feels like you just like Chuck E. Cheese stop serving kids for 5 minutes.
Yeah,
and you get to come in and be an adult.
It feels lazy.
Yeah, it's kind of lazy. Yeah. But I got to be honest. If I were hosting a Super Bowl party and I'm gonna make some sandwiches, I'm gonna put that shit on. I'm gonna put pepper jack cheese.
Yeah,
I'm gonna put sliced chicken. I'm gonna put sliced turkey, sliced ham, a little bit of not regular mustard. I want some Dijon on my sandwich. And then I'm gonna squish that together, and I'm gonna have a couple of slices laid out already on a platter. And like little, I'm talking about like little, like you could pick it up. It's gonna be like this fucking big. You can put it in your mouth if you want to be a fat pig, or you can nibble on it a little bit.
The perfect thing to do would be to side the table between spicy and regular, because most people they're gonna dive towards the regular. It's only a few of us spicy freaks that really like.
Well, no, I mean, if I knew somebody came in with like an
jalapenos on there, getting crazy.
You know what I do? That's how you do it. You make 2 platters. You put jalapenos on the side dish on one, and then you put the other one where it's like just regular. Like you put a little tomato on there, a little pickle, a little chicken, like sliced chicken, turkey, ham. Slice that together on some cool, nice buns, and then that's the regular. Yeah. That's regular, okay, regular. Like and then you want to go to the ultra high sexy party. You got the jalapenos with the Dijon mustard and shit going down.
You want to get wild on that side of the table.
Yeah.
But you never want to go too fancy with it. You don't want to have like a honey glazed fucking ham. It's a Super Bowl party, okay? Stop trying so hard. You don't want to have you don't want to, like, steak's probably too much. You don't want to have a steak.
That's too much. Even though if I went to a Super Bowl party and they're having fucking steak, I'm like, these motherfuckers know how to party though.
Honestly, I don't mind it. As I said it, a steak and a baked potato is not going
to. Ooh, I love that. Or fucking ribs, dude. Barbecue ribs. Yeah. Give me a break.
I'm never going to be disappointed with steak or barbecue. It doesn't fit the occasion, but at the same time, you're going to walk away happy. But I think we've got a pretty good plethora here.
What about a steak? A steak might fit the occasion. A steak and a baked potato.
It doesn't even fit the occasion, but at the same time, it's so good you can't really even argue. Like, oh, I had a steak and a baked potato. Well, I'm gonna fucking kill myself tonight.
Somebody was saying
myself off
jalapeno poppers. Hey man, I'm not really a fan of jalapeno poppers.
Like, I love jalapeno poppers,
but not if you get them. If you're gonna get roast them in the oven, they taste like shit. They're all watery.
Hey, what do you think about Big Mac sliders? Big Mac sliders. You make the beef. You do the pickles and you do the Thousand Island sauce. You got a whole tray of sliders. You could either do pork sliders, you could do Big Mac sliders, you could do pizza sliders if you want to. You could do buffalo chicken sliders if you want to. I think sliders is a movable. It's a very amoeba-like situation.
That's a very easy way to do things. And what I would do though, I might just go to McDonald's and just order a bunch of hamburgers and like slice them up.
You know what? I don't think anybody would hate you if you Donald Trumped it.
That's what I'm saying. I would
show up to a Super Bowl party and dude's got like 72 Big Macs lined up.
I would love it.
You could hate
but I wouldn't have 72. I would get like 25 Big Macs and I would cut them up to sliders.
I don't think you could hate somebody for that. I honestly don't. I don't think I'd be mad at all.
But then again, I want like now that somebody mentioned steak, now I want to go to a fucking like NFL football party where there's goddamn steak involved.
Okay, well that's
the fucking dip and everything else.
Look, the only way that works is if you only have 4 or 5 people open, which fits for COVID times. You only have 4 or 5 people open. You say, hey, you guys coming over for a Super Bowl party? We're not doing dips. Okay, we're not doing sloppy joes.
Well, you don't
we're
double
doing
dip
fucking.
it.
We're doing 4 goddamn T-bones about that goddamn thick. It's gonna blow your fucking mind. And
What
you're gonna
would
be
you
full of
rather
shit.
have? What would you rather if you no. I know it's not technically fitting, but if it was up to you, what would you have? And I'm talking about quality, okay? I'm talking about quality meat in your sheet. Would you rather have the steak? I'm talking about quality premium beef,
Yeah.
right? Not the cheap shit from
The
Walmart
Kobe,
or Save a Lot.
Right.
Yeah. Or would you rather have fucking barbecue ribs? What do you want?
I'm going steak.
What do you want?
I'm going steak, buddy. I'm a steak guy. I like steak. I do love ribs, but I will go steak in this situation if it's quality. I think all ribs taste good. It's hard to have. It's hard to find bad ribs. It's hard. It is harder to find a good steak.
I would love. You know what? I'm gonna go. It's not. And I'm literally not doing this to disagree. I might go ribs only because I think that ribs is easier to cook.
Yeah.
Because if you have steak, there's gonna be people that like I want it well done or I want it medium rare or rare.
That's a good point. If you're,
And
having,
there's
if
a
you're
lot
having
of-
a plethora of people
Right,
over,
and
yeah.
if there's gonna be like 10 people over. They're like, oh, I'm not gonna eat that shit.
Because I'm
Like,
just,
they-
I'm
like,
an asshole. I'm gonna make it medium rare, and if you don't like it, then you don't know what steak
yeah,
is.
well,
anyways.
I don't want that motherfucker going to the goddamn like house owning association or whatever the fuck in the neighborhood and be like, that motherfucker can't cook ribs for shit. I just poison. But like if it's ribs, like ribs is a standard fucking thing. So I know you will enjoy ribs.
Yeah, that's true. Ribs is a good choice. Ribs is a very good choice.
You could throw baked potato on that.
I have no
with
problem
ribs.
with ribs at all. If I go to your super party, you're serving ribs, you're doing.
Look
great.
at Stephanie Cowell. God damn. What the fuck this is? Trump Tower? She
What'd she
said
say?
filet mignon. What the fuck?
Got Super Bowl party serves filet mignon, Stephanie.
Holy shit. Like, listen, we're not hanging out with Donald Trump or goddamn Bill Gates.
Can't go throwing out filet
mignon.
mignons for your friends.
Jesus.
What is that?
Stephanie walk in and be like, hey, where's the filet mignon? It's like down the fucking street at the rich people's
Ribeye,
house.
T-bone, tops. Filet mignon says, I'm trying too fucking hard. Evan Alpaul says, what's up, you dirty barnacles? My birthday's tomorrow, and I'll be 25. Hey, happy
fucking
Evan.
birthday.
Yeah!
You better shotgun a fucking beer for your birthday and have some weird steak.
He says, I'll be 25. I'm just curious if you guys have any crazy memories from that age. Love you guys, and Wham Fam Party on 25.
25?
Oh,
gosh. Fuck,
literally
I don't
no
know,
memories.
man.
to be honest with you.
Yeah, we attempted the Wall Street market. And we forgot.
I got nothing for 25. 25 is a dark age between people
man.
expecting you to actually be an adult and you actually getting drunker, and it just fucking
Yeah.
mixes like in Die Hard with a Vengeance when the red and the white mixes and it just creates an explosion. That's the age of 25.
Hey man, you know what? I'll go back to what Christopher Nelson said to us. And it was perfect. He was like, he asked how old we were, and we were like, yeah, we're in our mid-30s. He's like, shit, I don't even fucking remember my 30s. I didn't even start getting regular until my 40s. So have a good fucking time, man. That's what I'll say about your 25th birthday, man. Like if I can go back to 25, you're goddamn right. That'd be fun as shit.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah.
I'm gonna do what Chris Nelson does. I'm gonna fucking forget all about my 30s too.
I have a very I think I have a good piece of advice for someone who's 25 years old. 25 years old is the time where everybody around you is going, I'm serious. I'm
Yeah, that's true.
serious.
Yeah.
I'm
Got a
buying
lot
a
of that.
home. Why aren't you doing what they try to tell you like
Because I
"Hey,
don't suck a lot of cock in the
it's
corporate
time
world.
to adult now, Jim. And honestly, 25 is for some people like me the time that you start to figure out who the fuck you are. So go away from trying to please everybody and start to figure out what the fuck it is you are. Who
Boom.
the fuck
There
who the
it
fuck
is.
You are, man.
There's your fortune cookie.
And then you're 25, you're young enough. You probably don't have a family and 3 kids yet. You probably don't have a whole lot of responsibility. Try some shit out. Do some weird shit. Dabble a little bit. Touch around. Feel out.
Have you
Turn
ever-
off the lights and feel around. Figure out who you the fuck are before you get in any serious situations that you have to take care of.
Hey, man, I'm gonna tell you what. I'm really jealous about your being your 25th birthday coming up. I want to like sacrifice myself to Abdullah Amlagada and steal your soul so I can be 25 again. 25 is a really unique age, man. You're on like goddamn. Like I can't even think about
World's your
like,
oyster, buddy.
going back to the mid 20s and like especially what you know now and like how fake and cunty people are,
Hey.
and you have that knowledge going back, holy shit.
Don't
Hey,
get-
I'll tell you this. Well, go ahead.
No, sorry. All I'm saying is, I'll tell you this: I wouldn't change a thing about the route that I went. Wouldn't change a thing. Very happy with where I landed, but 25 is a year where you could look a lot of people in the eye and you can go, "I know what the fuck's going on in the future. Suck my dick." You don't have to say it out loud, but give it time, and they'll hear you.
Yeah, that's pretty much what I was gonna say, man. Like at 25 years old, you're still a youngin'.
Yeah.
You still got a lot of experience that you gotta have. You gotta have them years to make the man that you're gonna be later on. But I'll tell you what, at 25 years old, I will say this: don't settle for shit. Do not fucking settle. Don't let anyone tell you that it's your time to settle down, because that's a fucking lie. Explore and have as much fun as you can. I'm talking about go play fucking video games. Have a good goddamn job. Like,
Quit trying to be an adult so bad.
Yeah,
You don't have to yet.
All that shit comes back. Trust me. The fucking eggs come. The eggs will come for your ass. Just have a good fucking time, man.
Yeah.
25.
Hey, man, we should end it there. That's a great fucking place to end it on. Except for Marco Vivel Toro says Hawaiian roll sliders or pulled pork ring. What the fuck is a pulled pork ring?
I don't know, but that sounds delicious. I want to fucking lick it.
I want them both, but Hawaiian roll sliders, I'm still gonna go with that one.
If I went to his party, he'd be like, "Here, have this fucking pulled pork ring." I'd be like, "I'm gonna lick it and I'm gonna eat it."
I want to stick my tongue inside of that ring. And that's where I'll end tonight's stream. Hey, guys, this was fun as fuck. Almost 300 people all night long. Sosa00007 says, how do they continue Halloween after ends? And I'll tell you this, they're going to James Bond the bitch. A new director with a new vision's going to come in. He's going to do his own thing. It's going to be beautiful. We're going to love it. Halloween's never going to die. Apart from that, hey, I hope you guys have an amazing fucking Super Bowl Sunday.
Well,
I hope you eat yourself stupid, and I hope that your team wins just as long as it's not the Buccaneers.
Yeah. How does Halloween end after ends? I think that they're going to go in a different direction. I think that Jamie Lee Curtis will finally be put to bed. I don't think that we're going to have to worry about that bullshit ever again. I think there's going to be a weird little transition period, because either they're going to continue on in the universe that Blumhouse has created, or they're going to go in a different route completely. And you're going to see Michael Myers spring up going after a different family or a different community for whatever reason. I don't know if I'm a fan of that, but I think that's what they're going to do, unless some crazy fucking asshole gets in their mind to make it Halloween 9, which I'm not against, by the way. I'm not against a Halloween 9. And just to continue the story of the regular Michael Myers.
Yeah.
But anyway, that's what's going to happen.
Too. Hey, Jay, look at me.
Mm-mm.
Look me in the eyes.
Mm-mm.
Come on. Take me in.
Don't be gay.
Take me in.
No.
I love you, big guy. I do. You're wrong about
Are
the
you
Buccaneers.
trying to do a weird coach from a Disney movie that's not working?
Guys, we love your fucking faces. Thanks for hanging out with us tonight. We'll see you back on Wednesday. And tomorrow night, Saturday night, we'll have a live, or not live, but we'll have a movie commentary.
Guys, check that shit out, man. That fucking new presentation that Mike put together, it's going to be badass. We got 2 fucking presentations for you guys, commentaries. It's going to be badass. It looks cool as shit.
It's going to lick you. Ken Burnett says, thank you for streaming Michael J. This Wham Live has been amazing. Love you all and have a great night. Ken.
Hey, you too, Ken.
Buddy, we love you. And by the way, the next time we do film our commentaries, Dark Knight's a part of it, and that's because
Whoa!
Oh, yeah! We love
Ken Burnett,
hey.
13. By the way, Ken, is that related to Red 13 from Final Fantasy VII? I've always wondered. And if it is, you're a sexy bastard. But if it isn't, you're still a sexy bastard. I just wondered.
Deep into the night. Deeper and deeper.
Get on.
Deeper and deeper. Love you guys.
Let's get out of here. Let's
Enjoy
get out of
your
here,
weekend.
Wayne.
Have the best fucking